4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up? It's Amina. Seen it since y'all been dragging me because I didn't like y'all movie. I told you. I liked the person that played Michael, his nephew, Jafar. He was good. However, the movie was trash. I'm gonna fix my lighting right now. I have the natural sunlight shining in on me, but I am going to fix that. However, I wanted to give y'all the opportunity to get here and tell me what the hell did y'all like about it? Or you know what? We could just actually talk about it because I'm civilized. I can actually hold a goddamn conversation. Let me know who saw it, what y'all thought about it. Come on, at the end of the day, these are all opinions and everyone has one. Y'all was dragging me for mine. Hold on. T Sweezy came in early when they said I was going to do a live. She said it was 80% authentic. They once again lied about the vertigo. They don't go into detail about the skin bleach and the multiple plastic surgery. They acting like it's going to kill his legacy. I just heard that he had. Hey, what's up, D? Michelle, how you doing? Thank you for let me drop the link, y'all. Anybody want to come up? Anybody want to talk? Y'all don't have to show y'all face if y'all want or whatever y'all want. Tell me what y'all thought about it. Let's see how this gonna go. I'm dropping the link. So if anybody at any time want to come on, y'all can come on and talk about why y'all like the movie so much. I love Michael Jackson. Like, let me tell y'all real quick. Michael Jackson was that type of person. Hold on. I'm gonna close my window a little bit because this sunlight is just it's looking like vampire-ish. Let me see. How does that look? Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, so we here. I have the link if anybody wants to come up, and talk. So Michael Jackson, the problem I had with it was that Michael Jackson is an amazing person. Like, my son is in love with him and didn't even because we watched the Jackson movie not that long before this movie came out because I was preparing him. And I got so excited about, because I started playing Michael Jackson again all over the house and stuff like that we were really anticipating it because I'm like, you know what? This is an updated version. The other ones the movie, the Jackson American Story came out in the 90s. So I'm like, all right, they're going to have an upgraded one. Or me and my son going to go. We're going to relax, because the movies now be moving as far as quality. Not quality when they're making it, but like quality as far as video, audio, and everything else. And all of the things, as they would say. Michael Jackson was so iconic that I literally had to call people to make sure that they were okay when we found out that he was unalived, that he was unalived, allegedly. Like, they want to say that he passed away through complications, or I think he was unalived. So whatever. I had to call people and find out if they were okay. It was one of those situations. Like, even if I didn't speak to somebody for a long time, you heard the news and you're like, hold on, let me make sure that this person is okay. And really, nobody was okay. And all summer we were dancing to Pretty Young Thing. Anyway, if anybody, again, wants to come on and explain about the movie, your perceptions and stuff like that, if not, then y'all gonna have to listen to mine. It was whack. Jafar did a good job, though. Like, I literally felt like it was times where I thought that Jafar was Michael. And that was very weird. I was not expecting that because I'm sitting there like, hold on, wait. Is that Michael or is that Jafar? He was good. Yo, and I'm not going to lie. That beat it. Ba-dum, boom, beat it. Me and my son, I'm telling you, I'm surprised he's gonna go in a few seconds. My son is 12 and he's like in the back somewhere. All of a sudden he might come out and say, beat it, beat it. That's how crazy it was. We walking out of the movie theater, bump, beat it, beat it. Now, while I did not like the movie aspect because they didn't hold the storyline, the music was, but that's Michael. So it's like that was Michael. Michael's music will do that to a person. Child, teenager, adult was all the same. Oh, I thought my son was gonna come out. My dog. Anyway, what else I was gonna say? The Joe Jackson, the actor was extremely good. Of course, I'm not familiar with the actor. I'm gonna actually go back and look at some movies because I know y'all had high expectations with the person that played Michael Jackson's father. He was good. He was good. I just didn't like the scenes, which I guess it was really good because I didn't want to see Michael get his ass beat. I don't like looking at that kind of stuff. So the father was good. I didn't like the kid. Only because the kid couldn't really sing or whatever that was. And again, I'm coming off of watching the Jackson 5, the movie recently. So that, I think that messed it up. Mind you, they pulled the Jackson 5, the movie, because I don't know why. Well, I can't tell you why they pulled it, but I assume that it would have made problems for the actual movie that came out. Beat it. But that's the thing. I think when people say, oh my God, I love it, because the story wasn't good. But the way they did the dances and the video was amazing. The graphics and everything that they used, or I don't even know if they used graphics or Jafar was just that amazing. So I liked watching that aspect of it. I'm not even going to lie. So if I had to see it again, I told somebody, like, the storyline to me was whack, but if you're going to see it, I would watch it. If I had to do it over again, I would actually watch it in IMAX. Beat it. Just to hear the music and the dancing and the singing and stuff like that. So I got Tourette's with that. Yo, once that beat it song get in you, you can't help it because it's the ad-lib. Dun. Beat it. Let me see. What else? Again, if anybody wants to jump on, tell me why y'all thought it was so amazing. Because if not, we're going to keep going with little tidbits. Because I thought, because the way y'all was coming at me in the comments, I figured y'all wanted a piece of me. I said, let me come live. Let me come live. And y'all can explain or express yourselves. Because it seemed like, but the thing is, whatever it is, it's a movie to talk about. Whether you liked it or you did not like it. So I want to extend that opportunity to everybody. Because Michael Jackson's story alone is just amazing. And I'm trying to hold out, and I know it takes people a minute before people start jumping on and stuff like that. But come on, I didn't come on to hear myself talk today. I came on to hear y'all talk and to see what y'all got to say. Because my comments have been going off. So it couldn't have been that. My video couldn't have been that bad because I ended up with new subscribers and stuff like that. However, the people that subscribed, they're not really commenting. I'm getting more hate than anything. All right, so it starts off with him as a kid. I did not like the pitch of because they I guess they started playing the original voice of the person, and it sounded horrible. And then I guess after that they had him lip singing, but you can tell that he was lip singing because it was a little off. Again, it's really not on the kid because he's only doing what they told him to do. And, they hired a kid that couldn't sing. Beat it. But he could dance. So I'm wondering, but, I'm sure there's plenty of kids that can sing and dance, though. But Yeah, the kid could dance his behind off. And I'm guessing that's how he got Michael. Maybe he had that presence that they needed. I was surprised and I was happy to see Barry Gordy played by Lorenz Tate, because I love me some Tate. So because they didn't really ad lib, like I'm sure there was things that they had to cut out. So it wasn't part of it, maybe because Barry Gordy, aka Lorenz Tate, didn't speak that much. He might have said, like, he might have had a couple of lines. Now, Lorenz Tate is such an amazing actor that even though they didn't have him talk, he was talking with his eyes. Like you could just see the concern and compassion that he had for a young Michael. I'm like, damn, that he's a good actor. He ain't even got to talk. He just looked at him like very concerning and stuff. I said, damn, he's good. He's good. Like that's some actor that's been in this game forever. Beat it. I can't get it out of my head. Yo, I'm going to be doing Tourette's all damn day. Once I start with that mess, it's gone. What else? The father aspect, at first I was like, hey, OT Lungs, what's up? I'm inviting anybody on to express how they felt. So if you want to click the link. This is a open live. Everybody can get on and say what you feel. Because y'all know, people been trying to curse me out all day about, they're like, oh, you the ops because you ain't like the movie. Everybody got their own opinions. And I was like, I'm leaving my goddamn opinion. You know why? I'm okay with being on the other side of the fence. I could take it. Pause. But yeah, OT, if you want to come up and express about the movie, I would love to have you up because nobody's coming up yet. Maybe somebody got to start talking, but maybe you're busy. It's okay because me and my son could get back to watching. We was watching Deja Vu, the movie before, but I had programmed this live. So anyway, because I know OT, you said you felt very similar with me. Let's see if anybody wants to come up. Anyway, what was I saying? I know I said anyway like 80 times. Okay. Lorenz Tate. I guess we're going back to Joe Jackson. Yeah, Joe Jackson. He looked a mess. But they made him look like Joe Jackson. Very I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I guess he played a good actor because I did not like him. I just don't like to see, a Michael scared, couldn't speak how he wanted to speak without worrying about ass whooping. And honestly, I was like, at first I was like, he was bad, but he still had love for him. But then I started looking at Instagram yesterday, and I'm going to pull up a little bit of Instagrams that I saw. Let me see if I can get that on the screen real quick. I was like, oh, it was really that bad. I think Michael expressed that Joe beat him so bad that he wanted to, he would throw up. He was like that feeling. He said he was definitely scared of Joe. And of course, they all did get their behinds beat, not just Michael. But that's why you can't follow. Yeah, y'all gotta watch The American Dream. Hopefully they redo it right. I want Ryan Coogler to do it because the thing that I was really pissed off at was the same way that you saw how Ryan Coogler did Sinners, and Sinners was fictional. He made stuff up, but he made sure that the timepiece was correct. Even though he had the Asians that was in the store because they would have been in that store at that time in that type of community. he did his due diligence. He researched twins. He researched every little aspect. And I'm like, the fact that they couldn't do that for Michael, because he had things going on before he had the nose job, allegedly. And they were showing it in parts after he got the nose job. And they were mixing up times, dates. My washing machine is done. Sorry, guys. I don't know if y'all hear that. There were times and dates where they were mixing up. It was like 87, 88, 89. And it was like, hold on, that's not right. This happened first. This happened second. The tour was decided before the Coca-Cola commercial, the Pepsi commercial, excuse me. Sorry. And I just was like, did they just not care? They just, and that was the thing. It was like, don't just send me anything and not care about it. Because the man was a genius. So I expect y'all to at least put a little bit of genius into the work. He deserves that fucking much. Don't half-ass him. I'm kind of emotional when it comes to that. Hey, we got OT. Hold on, let me see. Hey, OT, what's up?
What's good, Amina? How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I was like, since people want to drag me,
you public enemy number one right now.
And I'm good with that. I don't care. And I got new subscribers, so oh well. So it couldn't have been that bad. The silent ones are subscribing. So what did you think about it?
I'd like to start off with Jafar Jackson did an excellent job in the movie. Did a great
Hold on,
job.
let me clap that up, because that's facts. Go ahead.
Did a great job. You said you ain't like Joe. I thought that the Joe Jackson actor did a fucking great job. You know what I mean?
I didn't say I didn't like Joe, but go ahead. I didn't like the character. Like, I didn't want to see Mike get beat. Like, I believed him. That's what I mean.
Okay. Everything else?
I like Lawrence Tate. Come on now.
He wasn't in the movie that long. I can't say that because he wasn't in the movie that long. Like, okay, he was there for a minute, but I couldn't get happy that he was in the movie. He was like a fucking cameo.
I know, but you could see the care that he had for Michael with the eyes. I said, well, that's good. Like, you could tell he cared.
I think he should have been in the movie longer.
Of course.
I feel like that about a lot of stuff. Like, the storyline was ass, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. Like, the story it wasn't there. It wasn't there. It's so much stuff they could now understand that now everybody's saying that they took a lot out of the movie, which probably would have made the movie better. But shit, if that's the case, I feel like, man, don't even do this shit at all, damn, man. You feel
That's
me?
what I said.
If you gotta compromise the movie, you know, like if you a fan, you know, like I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I just know we just know too much about him for y'all to just give us anything. Like, you feel me?
That's
why they had to spam the music performances, because if y'all don't spam the music performances, it's gonna get dark in that movie theater, man. but you know you got the music, you know, so we good. But yes, we got the music, so that's how everybody feeling right now. We got the music,
yeah.
So everybody was hyped, but that's not enough for a biopic. We can watch that. We can watch Michael Jackson videos on YouTube.
That's what I said. But you want me to tell you something real quick? Because I was about to trash it. I was writing and I'm like, storyline, because I know when it jumping, and it was irritating me because I'm like, that didn't happen first. That didn't happen second. Like, what?
Right.
And I was like, so y'all just didn't care about these damn years and all of this stuff. Y'all not going to give details to this. So
right? Because
Latoya was the
they
only.
just ran through. They just ran through the off the wall era and just basically touched on the thriller era. Like you come on, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. We can't have that, man.
And then they
Like,
bought it
come on.
back. And then I'm like, hold on, but that was before this era. Like, what are you doing?
Man. There's a lot of stuff they could have put in there like we needed to see, man. We don't know Michael Jackson still.
Well, if you saw that, yes, you wouldn't. And
then it's not for and then the people keep telling me like, okay, it's not for us. It's for the next generation. Okay, now y'all trying to mislead them? Like what y'all trying to do? Y'all that's proper then if that's the case, that's propaganda at this point. Y'all
again,
lying to the future fans about who he was? Like, come on, man. I feel like they could have did better. They could have did better. I give if I had to rate it, cause the performances, like the performance scenes and everything is so fucking good. That's what helps it. That's what helps it. That's what helps it a lot. Man. Cause Jafar was cooking in that movie, man. Like he was great while he was performing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And they got CGI bubbles and all that shit. Man, I was straight.
I'm gonna be honest though. I like the facial expressions the brothers made when Bubbles walked up because everybody in the theater was looking at it too, and everybody was like,
you come out the brothers, like, what's them niggas' names? Because if it wasn't like, come on now, if you didn't know them niggas' names before the movie, you don't know them niggas.
Except Tito. Well, I mean, yeah, you had to know Tito. I mean, because rest in peace, Tito. I saw somebody had a jacket or a hat, a name. It said Tito on it.
You don't know them.
You're right.
If it's for the new fans, so now his brothers and them, they not important, which I don't think them niggas important like that either. I felt like Michael was, if it weren't for Michael, them niggas will still be in Gary anyway, but still, like, we gotta know them, man.
They were amazing. If it wasn't for Tito, he would never picked up that guitar and they wouldn't have been the Jackson.
Yeah, but okay, that's true, but without Mike, because they was doing shows before Mike. It was just 4 of them. They weren't getting no traction. They didn't get traction until they got Mike in there.
But it still took them a few minutes. Like that's family's talented. That family's talented. Hold on, I'm gonna silver picture. Hey, let me know if anybody wants to come up.
Janet and Michael is talented. Maybe Jermaine.
Oh, Jermaine. Yes.
The biggest hater.
It's funny because it's his brothers playing him, right? They definitely have beef back in the day. Mm-hmm. All right, Silver Picture says this movie is the definition of playing it safe. It was a cash grab, pure and simple. His estate had too much control over it. Would have been interesting in seeing a more candid look at his life. Yeah. The acting was fine. Nia Long wasted though. Complete waste of her talent. Yeah, she was really good, but it's like, dude, give her more to say. Something. She was like, Michael.
They didn't have no storyline.
No storyline. And that's why I said, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. And go ahead. I don't care if y'all disagree. Y'all welcome to come up. Streamline is up. I'm gonna take it today. Be careful what I ask for, right? No, I understand.
I wouldn't tell nobody not to go see it though. Right.
If you're gonna see it, I would say see it in IMAX.
Yeah.
I wish I would have saw it in IMAX.
It's worth going to see, but besides that,
they dropped the ball, but he can perform. I would actually, if he did like a little remake of all the videos and concerts, because that HD was amazing, and I couldn't. Could you tell that it wasn't Michael sometimes? Because sometimes I couldn't.
Yeah, he was doing a good job.
I was like, I know Michael's dead, but I was like, that looked like him. Though I like the way they did that Beat It video though. That had me.
He most definitely a Jackson.
Oh yeah, he got down. He got down. He got down. I ain't even gonna lie. Jafar Jackson got down. So what did you not like about it besides the storyline not being legit? Like not legit, but it was pissy. It was a mess. It was horrible.
That's the main. That's my main gripe. That's the main gripe. Like we ain't get anything about the Wiz. We didn't get anything about like the
You just broke up, I think.
The way he stole Paul McCartney. We didn't get nothing about. We didn't get anything about the music catalog that he stole from Paul McCartney. We could have used that. Diana Ross.
Tell me about it. What he did with Paul McCartney? What he do?
He got the Beatles music catalog and 50% of Sony's catalog. We didn't get none of that, and I feel like that's pivotal, especially with the lawyer being a part of the movie.
I mean, why would they show that when I heard that was part of the
reason? Because the lawyer is a part of the fucking movie.
No, I know, but that might have. I think he was unalived. You ain't gonna tell me different. I feel like that they said that might have had a lot to do with it too. Because him and Prince's catalog is gone.
I'm saying like it's still part of the movie. Like I feel like that's pivotal. How he stole. I'm gonna say still how he acquired it.
How about okay? You want to know something? I was like, how he got a pet? How he got Ben in a cage when that's not how Ben was found? Ben, they was in the hood and it was a mouse. They had him in a cage as if he had a pet mouse.
Yeah.
Let me see. I Am Quaker says, I feel like it was a solid movie. A few inaccuracies with hair, makeup, and costume, but it was still good. There were a lot of legal issues, so that's understandable why some things were left out. Yeah, but see, my issue was if y'all couldn't do it right, don't do it at all. Don't touch the masterpiece if you're not gonna make it another masterpiece. Now, if Jafar would have just did a music video thing, I would have watched it because that would have been like number one. But don't sell me a movie that's not.
Maybe the sequel will be better.
Oh, you're gonna go for the sequel?
Yeah.
Beat it. Look, I can't get over it.
They gotta make a sequel.
They are gonna make a sequel.
They done made $220 million over the first weekend. They making a sequel.
Maybe they'll get like the sign-offs right this time. So what happened? They said that they did shoot Diana Ross's characters, and then they
shot a lot. They had to take a lot out.
Well, they was gonna do that whole scandal though, but who the hell? I didn't want to see the scandal. Was you gonna go to see that scandal?
No, I don't give a fuck. I didn't care about. Now listen, this is how I feel about it. I didn't care about it, but it is a part of it's part of the story. Like it wasn't necessary in this version, but the simple fact is they stopped at 1988. But what I'm thinking is that was what I'm hearing is not what I'm thinking. What I'm hearing is that was a part of the original movie. They took all of it out.
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm saying. That's their fault. They got so fixated on the goddamn allegations that it was most of the movie.
Well, biopic. Listen, I was talking to Detroit Kings yesterday talking about this yesterday. If they was to put it in the movie, he beat the case. So what's like, okay, they accused him of it, but he still beat the case. So how's that bad? Like he beat it.
I know, but you know what my thing was, why I didn't want to see it, because I wanted to bring my kid in there and I didn't feel like having a dark conversation when, because now my kid is all like, he's like, oh, Michael, and he likes the music. He likes looking at him as a kid. He sees himself in it because, Michael was Well, he was really, yeah, he was 12, but he was saying he was like 9 or 8. So and then you gotta be like, oh, he did such and such, and you're like, okay, let me, do I explain this now or before? Or brace yourself, because that's triggering. I don't care what nobody say.
And then unlike it's a PG-13, it's PG-13 too. So
Exactly. So I was okay with it not being in there. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want it in there because I wanted to bring my son. And he actually liked it, to be honest. He knew the storyline. He was like, the storyline is messed up. The original one is way better. But I think to actually see, because he's never seen Michael perform, and I want to say live, but you know what I mean. The performance, the way people acted, like even though that was mild compared to the way people really acted. Like, yo, the ambulance.
Like even in American Dream.
Huh?
Even in American Dream, to where he did the Motown 25 performance.
Yeah.
He wasn't going on that stage unless he got his solo though. In American Dream, he told him like, okay, I'm cool, me and my brothers, but I'm not going up there and perform unless I get my solo performance. They could have put that in there.
Yes. Yeah. They that's why I said whoever did it, but I think because they had to go back, I'm adding a banner. Mind you, if y'all have any comments, y'all can join the live. This is for y'all guys. Let me hold on one second. Okay. Silver Picture says the best thing about the movie was watching the review rants about it after. More entertaining than himself, including yours, Amina. Your review was more entertaining than the movie. Aw. They're about to come in because yo, I've been battling all weekend. My thing's been going off. Who made you, like, where your opinion come from? Oh, you a hater.
I feel like people are using like you trying to shit on Michael Jackson. That's not what you're doing.
No,
you're talking about the movie.
He deserved
this
more.
This had nothing to do with Michael Jackson. Everybody know Michael Jackson is the GOAT. That has been solidified. It's in the record books. Can't nobody touch Mike. But the movie is lackluster.
It was. That's what I'm saying. I was like, come on, Mike is the GOAT. Like, he deserved better than that. He would never send this mess out. He would have been like, wait, what? He just like Janet was like, oh no. Yeah, no. I'm taking my name off of it. Diana took her name off of it. They know greatness. And apparently she was probably gonna do it. And I guess she must have saw it. Because the rumor was that Janet said the movie was trash. I believe it. I don't know what happened between her and the fallout with the family, because they like, oh, it wasn't a fallout. Guess who ain't show? They so media trained. Right. Remember back in the days when everybody was media trained? The Jacksons are definitely media trained, by the way. Motown was a machine. I'm trying to let me get the link again in case anybody wants to join. I wonder if I could pin this. Put user in timeout. Oh, damn. They want to put my own self in timeout. I don't know how to pin it. Okay, so real quick. I Am Quaker says true. I think the sequel will be better because they have feedback now. They should have. Please give it to Ryan Coogler. Please give it to Ryan Coogler. Like, I'm practically begging, because the amount of detail and genius he takes, and he put time into it. Again, they did do time and genius in it at some point, but then again, half of the movie had to be taken out. They have another chance to get the detail right.
Fuqua ain't no slouch. I feel like they had to take a lot of stuff out.
They did. He said that they did. I think they had to reshoot like $10 million worth. But I guess he was like, we ain't letting this go. Because they could, I know, but they should have did the work, and like, they could have, you know what? They could have just focused on the Beat It video and the gang member stuff, because I felt like that was an interesting story. It was told, but we never seen that on the screen. Like, there was so much stuff we didn't see on the screen. What else? What other stuff could they have put on it? They could have went into detail with anything, like anything that didn't involve everybody. It was a lot of stuff. Like any point of his life, they could have put into it.
Yeah.
But
I
I
was
heard that
disappointed.
I heard I heard Jermaine executive produced the original one. Original Jackson, the
Mhm.
Jackson American movie. Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
Michael gave his blessings on that. Yeah, Michael gave his blessings on that. He gave his blessings on it too, though. You know what I
That
mean?
was a good
It was like
movie.
his mother's story. Yeah.
So the thing is, if that was done there, why he know what he was doing. He had to because he had experience. Because that movie is good. They should have
They
got
took a
like
lot
a
of stuff. I'm
decent
just
lead.
gonna go with they took a lot of stuff out the movie.
You said what?
I'm just gonna go with they took a lot of stuff out the movie.
They did. That was definitely done. I am Quaker says it's 2026. I feel like they have more than enough resources to get everything right to add. Even though Jackson American Dream was focused on family, the music, customs, etc., was on point. Exactly, costumes. I think she said. But yeah, exactly. So and that's why I think they snatched it because you can't get it. Like you can only get it on YouTube, and that's a really really bad version because I was trying to buy it and they wouldn't let you buy it on any platform, Amazon or whatever. It's temporarily unavailable. They did that like a few months before this movie came out.
Damn, they all cold.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, what happened? Because I remember I was trying to watch it and I couldn't. I actually end up having to finally find it, but I couldn't get it on any platform. It was moved. And I was gonna purchase it because me and my son, we was gonna watch it with the popcorn because I think it's a beautiful thing to see like how far a child came. They didn't make it look like. How about Michael Jackson ain't have a struggle in this movie? You would think he never grew up poor. Like you saw him in that house for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he was rich and on tour with girls screaming. You didn't see the hard work and dedication that these boys put in. I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was the best part? Is Jafar, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. As far as the best part, when he was shit, the Motown 25 concert.
Oh, when he did the first moonwalk.
Yeah.
So about that, it was extremely detailed to the point where he didn't perfect his moonwalk till later on in the movie. And they had it exactly done right the way he did it at Motown.
Click the link, Detroit. Click the link, bro.
Yeah, motherfucker. Instead of watching, click the goddamn link. You got so much stuff to say. He gonna click it too. Cause he dying to give his opinion. Hey, Monique 69's ways. How you doing? Hey, what's up? I've been getting dragged about this Michael Jackson movie because I didn't care for it. And so people were dragging me. However, I did get new subscribers, so y'all couldn't been that bad. So I was like, listen, we're gonna do a live and we're gonna open it up. We could talk about it. It is a movie that you should talk about, though, regardless. Like, there's a lot to talk about. Off of the movie, what they didn't put in it, what they did. So, everybody is welcome to join the Detroit Kings and give your opinion live. Iron Quaker said, I would have loved to see Michael as a young teen when he dropped his self-entitled album. One Day in Your Life is one of my faves. Jafar killed it, but Beat It and Human Nature chills. Yes. Beat it. Ba-dum, yo, I couldn't get over the way they did the dance. Yo, when they did the dance, I was like, get it, boys. Yo, did you see that? The movement, the way they jerked and stuff. I said, get it, boys. She said you entitled to your opinion, and that's okay. OT, you dropped off with something.
No, I'm about to play Detroit Running from the Smoke with you.
I don't know. No, he always got smoked though. So he probably don't have it today. Or he probably came in real quick and do the eye stare and then leave. So he probably didn't even realize I'm inviting. But he saw you up here, so he gotta know. We'll see. We will see. You could come up. If you want, Monique. What I didn't like, I didn't like the storyline, the lack of the storyline. I liked Jafar. I liked all the actors. I didn't like the kid. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't care for the kid. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they didn't have a storyline. They didn't put it together. I feel like somebody that cared about, I think Michael Jackson put too much time into this life for them to give him a piece of shit movie. Like the graphics were good, the dancing was good. And that's why I think y'all liked it. Like y'all mistaking the whole movie for missing him. I really do. I really do, because it was the graphics, the dance move, and everything y'all liked, but y'all liked Michael. That's what it was. She said the king can sing though. Well, I haven't heard all right, when the credits first open and that little scratchy voice that you have at the beginning, that is the kid. Other than that, when he's in the studio, I know Michael Jackson's voice. That was Michael Jackson. That was them doing because he has like a audio track where he does it where it's just vocals. That's what they played. That was Michael's voice. I know Michael's voice. But in the beginning, that was that kid's voice. And then you saw him visibly lip singing. But when he got in the studio, that was really, really Michael. Nobody can mistake his voice. I listen to him all the time.
My nigga Lorenz Tate 5 minutes in the movie.
I know they did. But his eyes, I was like, yo, Lorenz Tate, he's a good actor. You could tell he was like, he looking like he was caring for Michael through his eyes without even saying nothing. You seen the concerned look he had when he was in the studio? He was like, Joe, you saw the power struggle that they had. Joe was like, stop touching stuff. And then Barry Gordy, Lorenz Tate, you could touch stuff. I said, look at the power struggle. But that's what I'm saying. You know those execs would have ate Joe up or did eat Joe up behind the scenes. Oh, it's hot in my house. I got to turn the heat down.
Joe was beat one of them niggas' ass.
Oh, did you know that he had got Don King involved? For some reason, I think that slipped me.
Oh, yeah, I knew that already. Yeah.
I was like, please don't, because Don King would have gypped the hell out of them too.
They fired that nigga. They ended up firing that nigga.
Yeah, Don King, he's a big scam artist, allegedly. Well, ask Tyson. Silver Picture says, Amina, you look beautiful today, by the way. Much love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Natural sunlight. I don't have the lights on, which now is getting dark. Beat it. Bottom. Yeah. Yo, once you get his tune in your head, you can't get it out. I'm trying to see because I had some some Instagram.
$120 million the first weekend. The sequel on the way.
Oh yeah, they probably gonna start. They probably told to Jafar, get back in the studio. We gonna start right now. These people can't get enough. You told Detroit Kings to jump on.
Yeah, if he ain't getting in by now, he ain't fucking around.
Oh, it's hot in here. Pause. I am Quaker said, I could have done without the Suzanne D. passe portrayal in the movie. Dion Cole ate that role of Don King. The whole theater was laughing when he was on the screen. Was it? That was Dion Cole? I didn't even notice that. So he was good because I didn't even know. I was trying to figure out what his father called Don King in for. I'm like, what you call him to rip y'all off? I was like, you better not let him rip Michael off. Because that part I didn't know.
I just came up here for a few seconds. I gotta get ready to go.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your experience. I will see you.
You're welcome.
Again, if anybody, thank you, you too. Again, if anybody want to come up, y'all are more than welcome and share your experiences about the movie, how y'all liked it, if y'all didn't, if y'all did. I'm trying to, let me see. I'm trying to look at like little, because I had a whole bunch of, I'm not good with Instagram that much yet. So I had saved, here it is, saved Instagram. I had saved a whole bunch of reels from Michael Jackson. I'm gonna add it to the screen real quick. I'm gonna share my screen. Share screen. All right, in case y'all did not know, I've been Michael Jacksoning it up. We're gonna introduce you to these kids because you know they didn't give them no airtime. See, like, all right, we got to do a little lighthearted real quick. So Michael Jackson was at an interview. He's such a kid and he's amazing. So he was sitting there and they kept taking pictures of him. And he starts like, because every time he notices that the flash goes off, I mean, they taking pictures of him every time he moves. So he start posing literally while he's doing an interview and just laughing.
Just blinded me. 照明かつ人格的にも素晴らしい。しかもタレントに満ちた才能に満ちた著名な建築家。本日ここに参り。
I just thought that was cute, but I want to introduce the brothers because they didn't do that in the movie. Another thing, you know, Janet Jackson wasn't in the movie. Real quick, hey, all I see for me, how you doing, girl? Welcome. How did you like the movie? This is him and Janet, because that's why I was like, Latoya and him wasn't that close. This is they actually write and scream together. Hold on, where is it?
Opening piece. I just want to write yours down.
So I'm tired of injustice. I'm tired of the scheme. Your lies are disgusting. So what does it mean?
Okay, wait, let me write.
When kicking me down.
When kicking me down.
I got to get up.
I got to get up.
As bad as it sounds.
As bad as it sounds.
The whole system
is well.
So yeah, he's like, they're kicking me up, they're kicking me down. Remember, so this was, I guess, during the trial, they were trying to get his words on how he was feeling. And that, if you go back to Scream, the video, you'll see that this was based off of them writing this together. They wrote Scream. And at the time, Janet Jackson said that they were trying to separate her from her brother. So just like to give you an idea of the closeness that, you know, I guess wasn't shown in the movie. Because like I said, you would have thought Latoya Jackson was the only sister they had. But in it, it's so cute because he's like, oh my God, my mother's gonna kill me, because he's writing the way he really feels in the song. And he's like, they didn't want me, they wanted me to stay away from the politics.
The whole system is F. The whole system.
Mother's gonna love us at this song. I told you not to do this, Janet, but you insisted. You tied my hands behind my back. I did not want to do a song like this.
Okay, what?
So he's saying that I didn't want to do this song. He said, "Mother is going to love this. You held my hands behind my back," to his sister and stuff like that. And she's just writing it. And I like that. I like their dynamic. She's like, "Big brother, how are you feeling? Let's write it down. Let's do a song." And I remember she said that they got in between them. Don't OT was good, bro. After he gets off, he's gone. You could join the link. All right, so this is the real Bubbles.
Did you ever get to meet Bubbles?
Oh, so after the movie, I was like, "Yo, what happened to Bubbles?" So apparently he's in a sanctuary because he was getting a little bit too old. Again, anybody can come up. Let me put the link in if y'all want to give y'all views on the movie and stuff like that. Because, I was getting cursed out a little bit too much. All right, so here's Eddie Murphy on Bubbles.
Bubbles? The chimp?
Yeah, I met Bubbles, but Bubbles, he had Bubbles and Michael had like a big, real zoo at his house. Like with a big zoo with giraffes. And he had a facility, a thing that was so big that giraffes was walking around and like, ugh. It was huge. And Bubbles had gotten too old. Bubbles was in the cage tripping like, ah! And Michael was like, "Don't go near the cage." And we had dinner. They brought the trainer, brought the chimps in, and they were running around while we were eating dinner, running on the table. It was surreal.
So Bubbles, did you ever get to?
Okay, so yeah. And I guess that was the beginning stages before he put Bubbles in a sanctuary, because they said at a certain age, the chimps, they do get out of control. They get a little bit aggressive. And I think, don't quote me, this was in the comments. I do not know how true this is, but they were saying something about Bubbles had almost or tried to attack the cousin, his nephew. So I guess it's one of his brother's kids. And, they had to take Bubbles and put him in a sanctuary, which Michael Jackson pays good money. The estate is still taking care of Bubbles to this day. So yay. Because after a while, they need to be free. And there was a lot of aggression going on and stuff like that. I do not like Oprah. I think she's very messy. She's disgusting. She always handled Michael like a piece of shit. I don't like Oprah. I do not like her. I'm sorry. I don't like her. Every time I think about her, I be like, "Yo, the kids in Africa, what happened to your school, miss?" And I really didn't want to say miss. I wanted to say the B word, but I'm trying to be nice today. Today's my nice day.
I'm going to ask you this, and it's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know. I want to know.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman.
So
I'm a gentleman.
So, okay. I would interpret that to mean that means that you believe that a lady is a lady, and therefore...
That's something that's private. Shouldn't be spoken about openly. You can call me old-fashioned if you want, but, to me, that's very personal.
So you're not going to answer it?
I'm embarrassed.
So you're not going to answer it. Well, we would like to know whether or not there is a possibility that you are going to marry one day and have children.
I would feel that my life isn't complete if I do not, because I adore the family life. I adore children, and I adore that whole thing. And I would love to. That's one of my dreams, but I couldn't right now because I'm married. I am married, but to my work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to my music. And it has to be that closeness in order to do the kind of work that I want to do. And
so what kind of woman makes you, I know in the video, wait a minute, no, in the video we're going to see later, we're premiering the world video, but you say there's a line where you talk about being quenched. So what kind of person does that for you?
Quench my desire.
Yeah, quench my desire.
Yeah. Well, Brooke, I've always liked her.
Mm-hmm.
And I when I was little, I used to stay with Diana Ross. Me and my brothers, we stayed with her for years. I never said this, I always had a crush on her.
You did?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you.
Oh, that's so cute. I ain't gonna lie. Net Mathis 3089 says, "I love the movie." Very nice. Net Mathis. If anybody wants to come up, they are more than welcome. I know a lot of people did like it. I did not, but that's not to say I didn't love Jafar. Jafar is amazing. He did the moves. He did the damn thing. He did the damn thing. But I am glad that people love it. And I think y'all love it because y'all missed him and y'all had like some essence of him. But that's not to knock your opinions. I do validate it, and I'm glad that you loved it. Hold on 1 second. I am going to get cursed out in 2 seconds. What's up, Detroit Kings? How you doing?
How you doing? Happy Sunday. Who thought your review was great? I mean, who agreeing with you?
Oh, a lot of people agree with me, and I got no subscribers. So,
Yeah, I mean that's good. You know, I mean, we want you to get that bag, but you was wrong. You know, I'm gonna be quiet because I want you to explain yourself more because your people who agree with you are wrong. But go
oh
ahead.
my God! Listen, we give an opinion and we wrong. Is that what we doing here?
We
Because
all
I validate people's opinions.
we all have opinions. My stuff be wrong. I be more wrong than I'm not the one that said I'm right. I'm not right about everything. I be wrong more than right. That's the thing about having an opinion. But everybody can have an opinion and be wrong at the same time.
It's my opinion. This is the way I see the movie. How was it? I didn't like it.
I understand. You said you didn't like. You said it didn't have a story. It had a story to it.
I didn't
You
like
said
it. There was no, it was incomplete. I think that Michael Jackson is way too genius for them to do what they did to him because they jumped timeline. I'm a Michael Jackson fan to the point where I had to call people to make sure they was okay when he died. Like I know people that like
they don't sound like it
I
to
had to
me.
worry about them.
Everybody's a Michael Jackson fan until they don't know the real story of him.
Oh my God!
Because you said you like American Dream better. But if you
I
go and do
love
your
American
but
Dream.
if that's based off Michael Jackson's mama's opinion, that's based off the
That was
book.
cute. I loved it.
But it was not true because Michael Jackson said the only reason that he approved American Dream because his family, but he didn't. All that stuff that she was saying wasn't true. He said it was even more than what Joe Jackson was doing, and some of the stuff they was saying that the writers are just throwing on their extra sauce too. He said that in the YouTube interview. He said that he said that on Oprah. He said that when he was like, I don't know. The only reason I approved that because I love my mama, but he was like Joe Jackson, his stuff wasn't right. He beat him more than when on that movie.
Well, I mean, I guess back then they're not going to show a whole beating frenzy. Now,
But it was more though, like, and because she was just she was just no disrespect to Michael Jackson's mother, but she was just throwing double shit at the wall too because she wasn't around all the time with them when he was like when he turned 16, 17 with them boys. She was just making up stuff.
I assume that it must have been crazy what's going on with those hotels about him being petrified, the girls actually being in the hotels and stuff like that. That is
right,
fact.
but she wasn't.
That's what goes on.
But she wasn't there though. How can you put right?
Jermaine helped with that movie too, right? Jermaine was definitely there.
Jermaine did not. Jermaine helped with this movie.
No, they said he helped with the American Dream also. He was behind the scenes.
Oh man, no, it didn't, man. That's that American Dream. It was good and everything like that. And I call y'all old dinosaurs for liking that movie. It's American. Y'all gotta let it go. American Dream is old. Y'all gotta let it go. And that wasn't a Michael Jackson story. That was a Jackson 5 story. It's an American Dream. The whole entire family.
You asked me why I didn't like this movie. And I'm telling you that Michael Jackson was too amazing for them to half-ass this story. Jafar is amazing. Like, he got it. I don't know.
I want to pick apart what you said, though. You said that. What made me cut up, and I let my homeboy look at it, and he said, I got to go because I'm over his house right now. And he said, you look good, by the way, but he said, you're wrong. And he said, and we laughed because he said, you said in your interview, not your interview, you said in your review, you said, where was Janet Jackson at? When you said,
I didn't say, did you hear what I said right after Janet Jackson? I said, I know y'all going to say this ain't Janet Jackson's story. I said it right after, but she was a big part of his life. And if you saw, I just played him writing.
I'm about to debunk it right now. How was she a big part? I'll wait.
Okay, I'll play this again.
Everybody in chat,
what was your opening piece? I just want to write yours down.
So I'm tired of injustice. I'm tired of the scheme. The lies are disgusting. So what does it mean?
Okay, wait a minute.
Like you would think, I said you would think Latoya was his
What
only
year?
sister.
What year was that, Amina?
This
What
was
year was
during
that?
Scream. This says in the 1993 song Scream.
Oh my Jesus! You. It say from 1966. The movie ended in 1989. That was the
Listen,
bad era. How would you? And then no, because I got to debunk you. How can you sit there and say where Janet Jackson at? Was she in 1966? Janet Jackson was a kid. And
listen.
then when hold
What
on,
I'm
and then
saying is,
I'm cooking.
are
I
you
can't cook shit.
you're not cooking. What I'm saying
I'm
is
cooking you right now.
you would think that Latoya was the only sister they had. They didn't give these guys, the brothers, any dialogue, and I didn't like that because do
It's
you
just
know
not.
what it's
Oh
like
my
to
God,
grow
Jesus!
up?
It's not their movie.
Do you know?
It's
Okay,
Michael. It's
let
not
me.
their movie.
Are you gonna let me talk, or you gonna talk over me? Which one is it? Are we going to talk about what my problem was? Because I'm gonna give it to you right now. Pause. No
I heard your.
lubricant.
I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say no, but I heard what your what it was, but I'm gonna be quiet. I'm a cook, but go ahead
What
because
I'm
I'm
saying
debunking
is,
it.
do you know what it's like to grow up in a house full of talented people? I don't, but Michael did. So I'm saying he didn't have a normal life. So if his brothers were talented and he was talented, I want to see what that was like growing up in a house like that. I want to see what it's like going on tour with your brothers. Because let's be honest, the Jackson, he was the thing that's so different with him. Wasn't a celebrity just as an adult. He was a celebrity at 5 and 6 years old. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is a different environment. So if you're telling his story, tell the fucking story. That's what I'm talking about. Tell the story.
They did tell the story in American Dream. The movie said Michael.
So tell Michael's story. That's part of Michael's story. It doesn't matter. Do you know what it's like to grow up with Janet Jackson as a sister? Because whatever was going on in the water in that house, they made geniuses. They made professionals.
What I'm about to say is I don't really think you say you're a Michael Jackson fan, you know about the Jacksons, I get it. But you got to understand, it say 1966 to 1989. It particularly said they're going to make a part 2.
What I'm
Janet
saying
Jackson,
is, but not even Janet. I said the brothers.
cook. I can't. It ain't my platform. So
the thing is, I did not like it. They jump storylines like crazy.
First,
they showed
I debunked it. Every time I debunk you want this to be a Jackson 5 movie. This is not a Jackson 5 movie.
My opinion, I did not like the movie. The story wasn't telling right. It wasn't. It didn't give a full night story.
You just told me you talking about Janet.
Janet
was a kid in 1966. Why would Janet be? Why would Janet be there? Let me ask you a question.
The brothers also. I said the brothers too. Like they were
brothers
closer than they made them seem in the movie.
The brothers was in there. They was telling from a perspective of Michael Jackson. The movie is Michael.
The brothers were mute. What I'm saying is,
they was not, man.
Dude, you didn't even know their damn names. They did not do an introduction to these brothers.
Because you're not see that's why, you know what, we ain't gonna like, I see what you're doing. You're not understanding. This was not the Jackson 5 movie. This was Michael. They already say 1966. Then they did 1977. I mean 71, 77. Then they went to the 80s. Be honest with you, Michael Jackson, I mean, like, no disrespect to the brothers, but he already done went on by his own solo career. To be honest with you, me and OT was talking about that. To be honest with you, the doggone the Joe Jackson. I mean, he could have got rid of them niggas. Nobody needed the Jackson family in this. I mean, no disrespect.
Asked me why I didn't like it. The story was incomplete. You can't half-ass tell his story. Michael Jackson was a professional.
This is not half-ass. This is not half-ass.
Yes,
so I can see
the research wasn't done right.
I can see. Yes, it was. I can see what you're trying to do.
Do you think it was that easy for them to play that video on the like he went through hell before
and then you was talking about and then you was talking about Diana Ross. You do know Diana Ross. You do know, and I can show it to you. I don't know. I'm not. When I get home or right now, I could see the picture of them filming when they was on the Wiz or whatever. When they met Diana Ross, you know why they didn't make the cut and they had to reshoot it because they sent the shit over to Diana Ross and her people, they did not want that in there.
I
Or
know.
whatever, and then they took it out the movie. So is it their
And
fault?
my thing was, if you can't do the movie right, don't touch it at all.
What is you talking about? Like they did the movie right. You can't
Okay,
sit.
and that's your
What are you talking
opinion.
about? What is
That's
you
your
talking about,
opinion.
Amina? You just not making sense.
You asked
How
me
you
why I
gonna?
didn't like it. I'm telling you, I didn't like the
Hold on. You
storyline.
you just said that. Oh, they should have did this. They did everything you said they should have did.
I
They
literally
did. You
said
know why
if
they
they
couldn't
could not,
do it? You
if
know
they
why they
could not
couldn't
do
do
a,
it?
no, if they couldn't do a story right, don't do it at
They
all.
tried to. You can't sit there
Okay,
and
they
make a story.
tried. They didn't succeed.
Hold on. To you, the number said otherwise. In the audience, Rotten Tomato say 97.
Oh
So
my God. So
your opinion.
let me ask you a question. So so my opinion doesn't matter because everybody else said that they loved it,
I
right?
mean, it's
I
just like
don't care what everybody else
see,
said.
Mina getting mad. I ain't never seen my girl Amina. She getting mad.
I'm
Everybody
not
got on
getting
the
mad,
ropes.
but my thing is, you got me
I
talking over
got
you.
her.
I could pull it back. I really don't care. I'm being honest. I'm being
I got
extra.
her.
I'm on YouTube. It's dynamic. Like
I
whatever.
got Amina.
Being
I got Amina,
emotional.
people. I
You
got
did
Amina.
not. Oh my God. You
I
really
got
think you
Amina. She
got me?
getting tight. She getting mad. I got
Did
her. I ain't
ya?
mean to do this to her.
You really think you
I
got
got
me?
her. Yes, I do.
You don't.
I never
You
heard you
don't.
this frustrated in my life. I got you, Amina.
I'm being
I'm
extra because
sorry.
this is
I'm
fun.
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I want to really break it down and tell you something, but you won't let me get to the point
I don't care because I
of
really don't
debunking.
care. I didn't like it. Like that was
You
it.
don't have to like it, but can I critique your review?
You
God
wanna
dang, I watched it.
Now you want to critique my review. Go
I just
ahead.
think your review was wrong. That's all. You
Okay.
said about Janet Jackson. You do know Janet Jackson, 1960, she was a baby, right? You do know in 1970 that she was on the Good Times, right? To be honest with you, Janet Jackson and Michael didn't really do no work as far as musically into the 90s.
I want to, if it's about Michael, I want to see Michael's life. Like,
We
I don't
saw.
want to see.
I'm gonna say this. I agree with you. Like the first 30 minutes of it, they did move fast. But other than that, I'm not mad at it. I gave it an 8.5 because I think it was good. It was really good or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And honestly, I thought it was really good. Was it the greatest biopic? No, because I felt like that they left some things out, but they have no choice but to leave it out because you blaming them. I mean, just listen to yourself. Honestly, you blame me. I'm agreeing with you on some things, but you blaming them, right, for not putting Diana Ross in there. How can you put honestly? I wanted to see the Wiz too because Diana Ross played a big role, and I'm trying to be nice to Diana Ross because she's from Detroit and it's a Sunday. But Diana Ross is the P word because her was actually messing around with Michael Jackson. They was dating, and she wanted that out the doggone movie. That's why I didn't make it. And you know that too, Amina, don't you?
No.
You didn't know that? You didn't know Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, that was his
Oh.
first, you didn't know that?
Oh, no. I do know that. You know, the song Dirty Diana was written for Diana Ross.
Yeah, they was getting it in.
No, I know that. But I knew they wasn't going to show that ever. So I
Right,
wasn't.
that's why that was in the movie though, and her people, her state
Oh, they put
people, and
that in the
her.
movie?
Oh my God! I mean, you're not listening. They put that in the movie, and they sent it to her. Hold on. That you know what? That lady who played Diana she was in there, and she did. You could look. Oh look! Come on now. You got your
No. I
your
saw that.
laptop.
I saw who was going to play her, but I don't know. I didn't know that they. I wouldn't think that they would really put that part in there because we knew
That's a part of her
Diana Ross
life. That's a
wasn't
part
gonna
of.
pull
But
that.
come on now. You said you wanted to see some things that was a part of his life. That was a part of Michael Jackson's
I
life.
know, but I thought they was. But I didn't think. So the thing that. All right, you want to really talk?
Yeah.
So the thing that's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this clip. I'm gonna show you this clip real quick. But I didn't think they was gonna put Diana Ross in there because that was.
She
I don't
deserved
know
to be
what
in there though.
she used to take care of him, so that was kind of weird. I'm like, dude, why would they put that in there? I didn't
She
think.
took care of, but they used to
I
date
know
though.
that. That's why I said I didn't think they would ever put that in there because I'm like,
That's a part of his story
I know,
though.
but while she's
You
alive
got to.
over her dead body, they're not gonna do that.
but that's the stuff that you complaining to me in your review, and you getting at me right now is one of the reasons you needed to see that. That was a part of this.
I didn't. Okay, so the thing is, I wanted them to tell a better story. Like they could have did a lot off of just to beat it. They could have like really got into it. Like they could have had us crying off of that off of the one scene if they would have did it correctly. But it's like they didn't explore certain things. If you're gonna put it, and if they could have done it, they could have done it the right way.
They did it the right way. I mean, if people can cry, you know, I mean, I'm talking about literally. I'm talking about people trying to sue. You see what I'm saying? Like you do know they try to put all that stuff up in there. It's pictures
I understand
out there
that,
right now
of
them filming the Wiz and everything like that, and they had to take that out and go back and refilm because people was like, I don't want to be that. You know, they ain't never said it didn't happen, but they didn't want that type of stuff in that movie.
I understand that, but for whatever they did have, they could have done it. They could have did it at a better job because the only thing is just him and his father. Like that was it.
Honestly, only my thing with you is that you keep harping on the damn Jacksons. No nigga like me and OT by me and OT.
Hold up.
Them
You want
niggas
me?
is
I'm hopping on
washed
the
up, bro.
Jacksons.
You want to see the Jacksons. He want to see them talk to them washed up ass niggas. That's his brother and everything. I ain't trying to see that no more. See what you dance and sing with your brothers in the 1960s. Then when they got to the 70s and the 80s, we don't need to see them no more.
I wanted to see his life. I wanted to see something. I wanted to see I wanted a story. I'm about a storytelling. If I'm going to a movie,
you saw the story.
Telling the
you
story.
Didn't like it.
Excuse me.
You didn't. you didn't like it. I got a mean to marry y'all.
Not really. You didn't. I'm just like putting on a show. Like sometimes I'm putting. I'm being extra. I'm on YouTube. Come on now. Like theater. No, but I'm being emotional. But I'm not really emotional.
Yeah, you
about
is.
It.
You being emotional.
No, I was letting myself be emotional because I'm like, come on, whatever. Because I could be just not caring and tune the hell out. It don't matter to me, regardless.
Y'all want the light story. They gave y'all the light story in one part. You do know the film was supposed to come out last year, and they took some of that stuff. You know the film was 4 hours long, right? And they was going to take, you know, they even put, I'm telling you what it was 4 hours long. And they had to take some of the majority of that stuff out because they was going to get sued. The situation.
I understand that. I just didn't like the writing style. Can I please? I did not like the writing style. I like the actors. I did not like the writing style.
We understand. I get stuff wrong too. I understand. You know what I mean? I get it.
I'm not saying I got nothing wrong. I'm telling you what I didn't like. I'm just naming stuff that I would have wanted to see, and that's
that's wrong because you already saw that already.
Excuse me, you want to tell me what the hell is? If y'all making a Michael Jackson movie, I want to see his goddamn story. What is wrong?
We did see the story. We saw his brothers.
It was
what you talking about?
Oh my god!
What you want to see? Jermaine go. He wasn't in the studio with him when he made Thriller. So why we need to see him? If anything, only thing I agree with you on, but you ain't. You know what? You ain't talking about that. I want to see more Barry Gordon, and I wanted to see more Quincy Jones. That's it. I didn't give a damn about no damn Janet Jackson or them girls.
Him and Quincy Jones was arguing in the studio. I wanted to see that. Like, I want to see Michael Jackson. I want to see the story. Hold on one second. Let me get to some of these comments, please. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to join. And give your views and aspects of what you liked or did not like. It's everybody's opinion matters, Detroit King. Shade of Michael's Gmail says they showed no Wiz footage either. Yes, I know. Janet did not want to be a part of the movie. Neither did Diana. Janet didn't want to be part of the movie. Neither did Diana. Yes, I know. But Janet said the movie sucked too. That's what I heard allegedly. That was in the news. Silver Picture says this movie is fluff. That's all it is. It is Michael Jackson propaganda. Give us the life story, not just the good parts. Yeah, but I didn't want to see the scandal. I really didn't, only because I wanted my son to be able to come and enjoy it too. So that meant a lot to me not to have that in there. I Am Quaker said, I feel like I'm making a biopic on a huge artist if I'm making a biopic on a huge artist as MJ, they should have asked for rights permissions for portrayal out of the jump because they could have written around things. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, was that not done right? Or maybe after it was done, she had the opportunity to opt out of it. But I would have been like, listen, it's gonna be a fee because we can't shoot all these scenes. You tell me you good and then you not. Thomas Wilborn Jr. Thomas Wilborn Jr. 3128 says this movie was incredible. I can't wait to see it again.
What
Very
you
nice.
mean? Hold on. Can you what you mean by saying that she had to pay a fee? Who had to pay a fee?
No, I didn't say that. I said I film on it. Like, for example, if you say that you're going to be part of it and I shoot all it, because they cost them millions of dollars
He
for
didn't say
them
that
to
though.
opt out at the end. I'm saying that I feel like if you sign something and then all of a sudden you opt out, then your ass should pay a fee or something because to reshoot costs money. That's my
I mean,
opinion.
but they gave her they let her know. They showed it, I guess, and they didn't want her. They said no. To be honest with you, I'm not mad at Janet Jackson. It was not in the film. She wasn't gonna do nothing anyway.
Oh God.
She ain't do. I mean, what she was gonna do? She wasn't in Thriller. She didn't make no. This woman was She was an actor. What they was gonna do? Go have Michael Jackson on the set of Good Times? He was never on the set of Good Times, so she ain't need to be in the movie. Shout out to Janet Jackson for saying no.
I Am Quaker says,
She could be in the second part though, but
oh my
this
God.
one, you don't know. You don't. I'm just being honest with you. Janet Jackson played a big part of her brother's success. When I mean, not part, no big part. Hell no. But she did. But they end up like doing music together in the '90s. That's it, bruh.
I Am Quaker says, I think it cost them 20 million to reshoot. Sorry. Okay. It probably 20 million. I'm not sure the exact number,
Yeah,
but
20. She right.
I think it was. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said, like, that's the only thing. Like, if you like, dude, if we got to know beforehand.
Look like my the people have spoken. 97 people have spoken on Rotten Tomatoes and other reviews. Even the critics are saying they trying to backtrack. Now it's too late to backtrack. Now y'all trashed the movie. Now y'all got to sit there and take this big L for the people.
Listen, my opinion is my opinion. Like, I don't sit here and be like, oh my God, because I could have pulled my video, but that's my opinion. I feel the way
No,
I
stand on
stand
on it. You was
I
wrong.
do.
Just stand on it.
I did not like the movie.
This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time you wrong. It ain't gonna be the last. And I respect you for standing on it.
Let me ask you a question. Majority of people say something that means somebody's wrong. Are you serious? Because I'm sorry, I do go against the grain.
I'm not going about what people. If I'd have went by people say, I would have never went to see the movie because I'm listening to your reviews. I'm listening to the critic review. I have my own mind. What I'm saying is, when I watched it, it's far from what you said and all the other people who said.
All right, if in my opinion, I said I don't like it. I didn't like it. However, but I'm going to say, like, that's not to say that
opinion stuff got to stop. Everybody have an opinion, but that don't mean it's right.
Nobody's opinion is not factual, right? Just
yeah. But people got to stop saying that. They're like we know everybody got an opinion. I agree. Nobody's taking your opinion away. We all have opinions, and I'm just saying I'm man enough to say my opinions. I have an opinion, but I'd be wrong. I'm sorry. I just do. At least I can keep it a buck, but I still got an opinion.
I'm not wrong about my opinion. If I tell you I don't like it, I don't like it. I still
you
don't
are
like
wrong.
It.
See, there you go. There you go.
I will say Jafar is amazing. The actors was amazing. I don't like
Amina won't keep it up. Amina, she
are you gonna let me talk or not? Because I've said the same thing. And it's in
your opinion is wrong, man.
How is somebody's opinion wrong? That's ignorant. You know that, right?
No, it's not, because
somebody's opinion is wrong. You know, an opinion is an opinion. That's not a fact. There's no facts in it.
No, it just we like I said, we all have an opinion.
Okay.
Everybody, but that don't mean that it was right.
You can't say somebody's opinion is wrong. You do know that, right? That's like you can't say somebody's opinion is wrong.
Yes, you can. There's like somebody's opinion can say the Earth is flat. That's not an opinion. The Earth is not flat.
Oh my God! Do you know the difference between facts and opinion?
You just said that your opinion is a fact.
I didn't say it was. What are you talking about? I never said it's a fact. I said there is no such thing. If somebody has an opinion or something, that can't be factual. It's
Let
an
me stop for a
opinion.
minute, kick me off here. You know, y'all won't never see me talk to my girl again. I rock with Amina though. I'm sorry, Amina. I ain't mean to put you in the
Okay,
blender
well,
today.
Silver, no, but what I gotta do, I do have to always give my props to Jafar. He looked, he looked just like it was time.
Yeah, you can forget about Prince, nigga. They don't even nobody has the his story rights. They don't even got his publisher. You ain't gonna never get a doggone Prince story because he ain't had no wife.
No, Jay-Z took Prince publishings.
No.
Hold on. We're gonna Google this right now.
If
Who
he
has
did, that's his
Prince's
music.
publishings?
The estate of Prince Rogers Nelson owns Prince's
Oh
publishing.
no. Who has the artist formerly known as Prince Publishings?
Primary Wave controls a large part of Prince's music publishing, and Universal Music Publishing Group, or UMPG, manages his catalog worldwide.
Yeah, he wouldn't sign off on stuff. That's why
I just sent you something too, though, that let the people know that I ain't lying about it. We was about to see the Wiz.
Hold on one second. I didn't say they wasn't. I know that Diana Ross didn't approve her parts. I didn't know what I'm saying is I didn't know that they were together in there. I wouldn't think that they would think to do that because I knew she wouldn't sign off on no mess like that.
But Michael Jackson had a crush on Diana Ross.
That I figured that they would allow, but as far as anything else, like
she didn't allow because she didn't want to be. She didn't want to make the people think she was that. And I ain't gonna say it over here.
I'm gonna play a clip real quick. I'm gonna play a clip because I said I would. Just remind me in 2 seconds. Let me just get past these two other comments.
Okay.
Next, they need a Prince movie. They should though. That's the last big one left. But not if they did what they did with this one. And that was
your opinion.
My opinion, yeah.
What's wrong?
Unless there are more. Thomas Wilborn Jr. said the movie will do well over $1 billion, and I'm happy for it. Like, just because if I don't agree with something, I don't care. Like, if something, like, I wish it success. I love Michael Jackson. I love his estate.
You need to do more history about Michael Jackson, but I'm pretty sure you love Michael Jackson.
Dude, I know so much.
No, you don't.
Anyway.
You don't know.
I know enough to know he wouldn't approve that mess.
I guarantee he would have.
Hold on. Let me.
Talking about mess. He wouldn't approve your wrong opinion.
You bugging.
Oh my! And Mina just to let y'all know, Mina has a lot of off the wall opinions too. This ain't the first one.
That's fine. Y'all can subscribe and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see because they lived with because what's weird about the fact that he ended up allegedly messing with Diana Ross is the fact that they lived with her. I'm trying to find that clip where they was like, we lived with her when we was young, you know.
I thought it's allegedly, but if it didn't happen, ain't nothing to hide.
If she hit me, I would hit her back, which was terrible. And I would run around the house and hide and all that stuff. But I would really get it more than anybody. You think your father was too strict? Yes. No, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna get worse. Well, he feels that he was strict. I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it. Yes.
Hold on. Let me skip it. Let me slow it down. They was asking, do you think your father was strict? Because it's really sad how scared he was. Hold on.
Back, which was terrible. And I would run around the house and hide and all that stuff. But I would really get it more than anybody. You think your father was too strict? Yes. No, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna get you still worse. Well, he feels that he was strict. I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it. Yes. Did he? If he hit.
So he's like, did he? Did he really say it? He's so cute, y'all.
Shout out to Joe Jackson. You know what I mean? Joe Jackson, they gave him grace in this movie more than American Dream, but they didn't make him to be a cheater in this movie.
Well, if he cheated, he cheated. The mother said he cheated.
I mean, it's more stuff that he did, but they ain't put it in here. So one thing you're gonna learn about the Jackson family, they don't agree. They sometimes they don't get along. Sometimes they don't talk.
All
But
right.
they stay on code together. They're not about to sit there and let nobody destroy their family and their legacy. So they wasn't about to let nobody shit on Joe Jackson.
All right, hold
Even
on.
though,
Oh, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, this was just you could talk, but you could talk. I'm gonna look for it. Then the other clip with Janet Jackson. I'm trying to figure out where that clip went. But I just like this one because Michael Jackson was also childlike, where he is going to tell you how he felt, which is crazy. Remember when he told the girl her voice was irritating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, East Indians. I think they're really beautiful, and the darker they are, the more beautiful.
Bill! Excuse me. Can you close that door?
Your voice is very irritating.
I know, I hate this screen.
Sound like Carol Burnett.
Can you close that door, Bill, please?
He's sitting there just doing an interview, and he's like, "Your voice is very irritating." So this is them saying that the autopsy confirmed that he had vertigo. I guess they asked him a question about vertigo. If you want to hear that, I don't know if you do.
I already heard that. I already heard it. I mean, if they do another part 2, I mean, they're gonna have to make his face look white, with that. So a lot of people didn't like. I mean, some people didn't like that Michael Jackson because they felt like he bleached his face.
She said, "I'm Quaker." Said, "I grew up 30 minutes from Gary." Wow. Gary, Indiana. My grandfather's brothers worked at the steel mill too. Gary was no joke back then and now. What is it? Viligo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You wish you were the color you were again.
Do I wish I was the
You have to ask nature that. I love black. I love.
You wish you were that way.
I envy her because she can tan and I can't.
Okay, I can't. They playing music. I'm probably.
They did Michael bad. They was doing Michael bad in the 90s. They always used to talk about his face and everything like that, bro.
Yeah, he was very sensitive about it.
His daddy was one of the reasons why, because he used to call him Big Nose all the time. All of them.
Now, this is, I told you, I feel like he was unalived. Remember the time Whoopi Goldberg was sitting there where LaToya was about to spill it out the bag and Whitney Houston was like, don't say nothing. I have that.
Well, unalive by that. I mean, that ain't nothing secret. He was unalive.
No, she was gonna give the name and Whoopi was like, don't say nothing. Watch.
The guy, I don't know if he's still in there now, but then he ended up going to prison.
Never mind. I ain't getting in trouble on this live.
I mean, he did though. Like, I mean, he did.
No.
Oh man, y'all trying to make something that secret out. The information out there, everybody know that.
No, we're not talking about that. Y'all internet people, y'all know what they saying.
Well, first of all, he told me over and over and over. When he first told me, LaToya, they're going to kill me. I said, who, Michael? First, I thought you're Michael Jackson. Nobody in their right mind would ever think of doing anything like this to you. That's what you think. He says, no, but you don't understand. And then I saw how serious he was. He said, it's bigger than what you think. I said, well, Michael, what is it? He said, it's my publishing. They're after my publishing. They want to take it. As you guys know, my brother had one of the largest catalogs in the world, meaning music-wise.
The Beatles collection was one of them.
He owned the Beatles, yes. Yeah. There's an elevator music that you hear, just everything, basically a piece of every artist.
I'm really intrigued because you say that there was somebody at this house and you know who it was. Can you say who it was?
No, I cannot say because there were other people in the house as well. Because I prefer not to at the moment, but I will say this. I would love to have a one-on-one with several people. One person I would love to have. Safe? I would love to have a one-on-one with probably. I mean, you could instinct. No. First of all, he told me over and over and over.
She said, no. Don't you dare. You saw how she caught her right there because she was about to say it. She was like, I want to have a one-on-one with such and such.
Yeah, she just babbling.
Oh no. I heard allegedly there was a 9 back in the day when they was doing like conspiracy calls and stuff. I heard the call. They said Michael Jackson's last phone call, and he was very scared. And he said, I'm worried about my kids. Allegedly, it was on the internet. But no, that's not what the rumors going around. They're saying that, like he said, the publishing and stuff. It's not that he fell asleep. And
she babbling. That lady just babbling.
I believe it.
She babbling.
There's a rabbit hole.
I'm sure it is, but she was babbling. She don't know nothing.
Okay, that's why Whoopi stopped her, right?
Whoopi just, man, I ain't trying to hear nothing with them people on The View talking about.
All right. Yeah, Nikki C says, nah, the doctor was a scapegoat. Yes, that is what I believe. Highly believe.
And
I
he was a
am one of those
scapegoat,
people.
but he did what he did. He needed. No, I'm a chill. I'm good. I ain't gonna even say nothing.
Let me see, because I'm trying to find the Janet Jackson where he was like, we all stayed at her house. Not the Diana Ross. Oh, this is hilarious, yo. Why allegedly they said that LaToya had him come down to the living room to just say, oh, I think you should vote for LaToya. And then he's like, that's it. And he left.
My name is Michael Jackson. I hope my sister LaToya wins the Yamaha Music Festival Award.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And then he just gets up and he just leaves.
As he should.
Ian Quaker said Michael was worth more dead than alive. They knew he was in no condition to be touring in his final days. Yeah, and he didn't like touring.
That's not necessarily true about what she said, but I'm not here to debate. He was in a good spirits, man, to be honest with you. And he was about to go on a world tour and make that bag. He was about to go crazy too.
Let me see, because there's a video when he's like, I don't like touring. I don't like touring. And then they was like, just say it for the camera. And he goes, I love touring.
Michael Jackson loved being around people, man. Like, come on now.
Okay, real quick, we're going back to the unaliving situation.
I'm gonna say it out there straight for everybody listening. My uncle didn't die. He was murdered. I feel the same thing about Prince. We're losing a lot of stars because you have to remember, these are basically insurance policies. When he dies, whatever was owned by the company reverts back. We're not talking about $100,000. We're not talking about $1 million. And everybody in this room knows $1 million, I don't care if you're a normal person, ain't getting you shit. After taxes, you still got to live the same. You still got to stack your money. But when my uncle died, we're talking about billions of dollars. Can you imagine if Prince, when he died, sold little red Corvette to Chevy? Woo. Let's just you think about it. Yeah. They say Prince died broke. How do you die broke? With $1 billion catalog. If he would have sold 3 songs, he'd have had a couple $100 million sitting in his pocket to play with. Yeah. All he had to do is, here, take these 3. I got the catalog of the rest. Right. Notice that when my uncle dies, why do you hear all his music? Why is there a Motown cartoon out now? A, B, C, easy as. Okay, well, obviously when my uncle was alive, he wasn't giving the rights to anybody. But when he dies, all of a sudden, oh my goodness.
Is the family still benefiting from all of his music and his catalog?
When you say benefiting, I mean, I guess for this last name, because of what my father and them did, that is the benefit. That's the pride of standing for this last name. Because, you know, when I grew up, people don't understand. My father and them, they were around. Yeah. But then also when we were around, if we wanted to see him, we had to go to a show. So it wasn't like personal. We have to sit around in this, oh, hi, Pops, we love you. But then you got people coming and taking pictures and this and that. And
right.
This. So when we grew up, it wasn't even groomed. It was, we were told, you can't do this because of what's going to come back. You know, so when you look at it, say, how can I say this, man? My uncle he was born in this business. He died in this business.
His whole entire life.
His whole entire life. So, you know, when I sit here and I hear Wade and this other dude, let's be real. And I'm sitting at the table. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel. And I'm open to opinion. I've had horrible shit happen to me. And any of that horrible stuff, I've got rid of. I'm not going to keep. They showed Wade burning the pictures of Michael and doing all this stuff. So why does the weirdo keep a ring? And let's be real. Like I said, Neverland was a toy for my uncle. You think my uncle's going to buy some little ring? This is a man who, for us as children, closed down malls. I'm going to say it out.
Yeah. So I got to actually find this real interview, the whole full thing, because I'm inclined to.
Some of that stuff, he was cooking, but why would Michael Jackson own ABC? That's Motown catalog. He didn't own that.
Well, he had a catalog because he bought Beatles.
He did.
catalog.
Michael Jackson bought catalogs. He did, but he didn't. He wouldn't buy that because that's off Motown. That's Barry Gordon's catalog.
We got to see. But if his nephew said
that's not no see. It is though. Like He didn't. He tried to buy from Barry Gordon. Barry Gordon saying that he wasn't selling it to him. That's everybody who's on Motown. They ain't Barry Gordon ain't getting their publishing. He kept that.
Again.
Oh
His
my God,
nephew.
bro! Like, stop it, man. You could do the research yourself. That was not. That was the Jackson.
Yes, I
That was
would
the
have to
Jackson
look at it.
Fives. You can look at it now. That's the Jackson 5 catalog. That
No,
was on
I would have to
Motown.
actually do research and find out who had it before he passed. Now, who has it now? But
Barry Gordon got it. That's
you know,
Motown. He
did
has
you
it.
do the research? Do you know that for a fact?
I know that for a fact. Barry Gordon got that. That's
All
his.
right,
That's the
I'll do the
part.
research later.
That's a part of the. That's a part of the doggone catalog. And then, far as like the publishing, Smokey Robinson was writing for them, for the Jacksons. Everybody in just about all the artists in Motown.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that they didn't buy it back when he had a whole bunch of money. Because a lot of people do buy it.
But you got to understand though. He did not break. He did not you to buy to buy your catalog back from Motown. You got to buy back from Barry Gordon, and you got to sit there and break off Smokey Robinson, who owned the publisher. He and Smokey Robinson wasn't about to sit there and sell that.
If he bought the Beatles catalog, what makes you think he can't buy his own?
The problem is you have to buy a catalog. Somebody had to offer to sell it.
Okay, and do you know for a fact that he never bought it?
I know for a fact he did not buy that. He don't have that.
My research.
Well, you need to do it. You could do it right now. Well, wait.
Because when I do it, I have to.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, I be extent. Trust me, I don't just like look on the server. I don't want to just look at Google and stuff. I actually have to do my research.
How you going? But that's on the internet. But that's on the internet, though.
I want to see what years it was had. I want to see when it was transferred.
He only owns. He owned all of Sony catalog. Motown wasn't on Sony.
Nikki C says he owned his masters since 1983, guys.
Right. The ABC did not come out in 1983.
He said he owned his masters since 1983.
He don't own that Jackson 5 catalog. He don't own that.
Again,
that's Motown. What is y'all talking about, bro? Go look it up. He don't own that.
Okay. But I know that when he passed, they definitely played Pretty Young Thing all over.
Yeah.
That was the theme for the summer. And I think that went 2 years.
Pretty Young Thing wasn't on Motown, though. That was when.
I understand that, but I'm saying I know that was played. Like when the nephew said that his songs, he gave an example and said ABC, but he said his songs were all over the place after he passed. I know for a fact that Pretty Young Thing was all over the place when he passed.
Of course, but Michael, let's be honest though. Michael Jackson, when he was alive, people still was playing Michael Jackson. The difference is when he died, people played it. Played it just every single day. Of course, that happens to every artist though. It ain't just Michael Jackson. It happened when Biggie died. Biggie shit was bumping.
And that's
Same
exactly
with
what the nephew's
Tupac.
saying. That's exactly what the nephew's saying. So.
But I understand that though. But but he was wrong on certain things. That's all
right. Okay, here it is right here. Oh, damn. I ain't playing that song.
You gotta turn the volume. I'm down.
Yeah, I was gonna turn the volume down. That was just him. They said that he was being jealous when I guess Lionel hugged Diana Ross. You can see his face. Of course, we all know he was in love with Diana Ross. All right, real quick. Michael Jackson was in a lot of pain during the Pepsi commercial. And it's sad and it's crazy that out of how much pain he was, when he sees the camera, he stops acting like he's in pain no matter how much pain he's in. And that was just agonizing. And it's just like, damn. When he's sitting there and he's in pain, he's gonna look, he's gonna see the camera and he's gonna try not to act like he's in pain. I think this is how much pain this guy was in his whole life. See, he looks at the camera and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. But this dude is.
I'm trying to make now. You doing what the people do? They try, Michael Jackson had his flaws, but come on now, Michael Jackson's whole life wasn't bad neither, though. Like, far as some sad. Everybody had their moments, you know what I mean? That's what the white media did to pick on him. Like, he's not happy. He look at his face, like, bro, we don't know what he felt. I
Excuse
ain't
me.
like that when they did
He
that to
was
Michael
actually
Jackson.
in pain. I'm saying how much of a professional, how much he loved his fans, and how much he had to turn off for the camera is what I'm saying. What is
He was
wrong
in
with
pain
that?
because he is a lot wrong because they used to do that to him, make him seem like he was a weirdo and everything like that.
Oh my God. That's based on his burns. You can clearly see he's in pain.
Of course he in pain. He tired. Of
Oh
course he in
God.
pain. The brother was
So
tired that day.
can I just reminisce on Michael Jackson?
You reminiscing on the bad things of Michael Jackson.
No, I'm not. I'm reminiscing on a lot of things.
You said he was hurt and everything. That man wasn't hurt.
Excuse me. He clearly was in pain in that picture. Can I not say how much like this is? I said nothing.
How
but
we
good
know that
things.
though?
How was that bad?
I ain't see that. I ain't see no pain.
Well, you're blind.
All I saw was Michael Jackson smiling to the people, man.
No. No. Go rewind that. Go back and rewind that at some point. He was definitely in pain. If you don't know what pain looked like, I don't know. I can't tell you. Yeah, exactly. Nikki C says you see it when the man put his hands on Michael Jackson's head. I know. Oh, real quick, I wanted to get a moment of when Michael Jackson, his personality with women. He actually used to flirt with women and liked women, and he used to call them fishing. Let's go fishing. He's so cute.
He called it fishing.
Fish! Whoa!
This is
a good fish right there.
Let me see.
Oh, it's a fish! Ooh, there's some good fish back there. That was right there. Look at her titties. Fish! Good fish right there. That was right there.
Won't you give me your hot plate?
Of course. Give me more than a hug.
He said you could give me more than a hug.
Wherever we were, he would always he called it fishing.
Fish! Whoa! This is a good fish right there.
Anyway, so he had like regular moments where he would just sit there and he'd be chilling and the women and he'd be like, because everybody tried to say that, he wasn't into women at all and stuff like that, but clearly he was.
Who said that?
You never heard those rumors? Never. That's why I played an Oprah
I
clip.
heard, but
Okay.
real man know that Michael Jackson was getting it in though.
I'm just saying that was some of the rumors that were going on back then.
They said Michael was zesty.
And I don't know if they said he was zesty. They were just saying that is he even into women and stuff like that, because I don't know. But you can hear it in his song.
My father called.
So this is a private conversation he had about his father. Joe Jackson, believe it or not. They said that this is him talking to somebody else on the phone about his father.
Okay, he's $500,000.
I don't know if y'all can, I guess I'll read it to you guys because I don't know how close y'all can see or if y'all can hear well. Let me see what it plays first.
What? Yes. Are you serious? On Father's Day.
Hold on, let me see. Maybe I can slow it down.
Joseph called me. Joseph called me with this sob story, and he said, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, what do you want? Well, you got your number changed. I said, yeah. Anyway, what do you want? He wanted about $500,000. He's like, oh, what are you in debt? What did you do now? Why are you in debt this time, Joseph? Play this crap on me about, well, you my son, and, like, yeah. I'll pay it back, and, we can come up with a contract.
Hold on, did y'all hear his voice change though?
He talking about his dad. He talking about his daddy.
Yeah.
He trying to sound like his daddy.
He do. That's why I was like, yo, all of a sudden his voice gets deeper. He's like, yo, when he's imitating his father. He's hilarious though.
But he done this before. Yes. I will tell. My father called me.
So yeah, he's pretty much saying that Joe called him and he's trying to borrow $1 million. He was like, I need to borrow $500,000. And he's like, well, Joe, what is it that you want now? And he's like, oh, you're my son. He's trying to guilt trip him and stuff like that.
My nigga Joe was kind of going broke in the 90s.
Well, he does a good impression of his dad. Yes. Well, Whitney Houston and all of them, like I think allegedly, because I think they put it in one of the documentaries that Whitney Houston had a problem and she didn't want nobody to know about her dad spending her money. And also, who else? See, I'm waiting for the Beyonce. I would like the Beyonce movie to come out one day, but that she'll never tell. She's like a Diana Ross. They solid.
Man, get the hell out of here with that Diana Ross. Diana Ross is too protective. She did a lot of stuff. And and she come up with her biopic. She come on her biopic. This gonna be like a goddamn a PG. Ain't gonna be no PG-13, but that shit gonna be PG because she ain't gonna tell nothing.
That's what I said. I said they're kind of like they protect their stories a lot. But because the rumor is, I don't know what happened with Beyonce's dad, but they said it might have been something similar.
I don't know how Diana Ross could be protected because she got a baby with Barry Gordon.
Everybody knows that.
You know what I mean? They was up there smashing, and Smokey Robinson smashing that too.
Yeah, dude. So, Eddie, you did hear the story between her allegedly and Eddie. Eddie, damn it, I always get them mixed up. Eddie Kendrick, not Eddie Kendrick. Is it Eddie Kendrick? That was the one in Temptation? Because there's also there's a Eddie Hendricks and an Eddie Kendricks. So her and Eddie, like Diana couldn't get enough of him, allegedly. And
damn.
Yeah. So, but Barry Gordy, because Barry Gordy had a real sore spot. They said that one day him and Eddie was in the room in the house, and Barry found out, and he trying to bang down that damn door because he was pissed, and that's why they said Eddie had problems with Barry because she would always run to Eddie when she felt like it. She couldn't get enough of him. She liked him, and he's a playboy, Eddie.
Yeah, that nigga Barry was playing with Diana Ross, nigga.
Nah, he liked her a lot. Loved her. He even says it to this day. Like, because I went for the opening of, I think it was it the Mary J. Blige show? I mean, not Mary J. Blige, the Michael Jackson. Was it? I think it was like a Motown, or it was a Broadway show.
What was it? Was it like Motown 25 joint?
No, it was No, it wasn't Temptations. I went to see that live, but I think it was the.
They got a Motown documentary though. They had it on Showtime. I know which one you're talking about. It was a Motown documentary. It's Smokey Robinson and Barry. They was doing it. They was talking about it. So I know which one you're talking about.
I Am Quaker said, yeah. They said she showed up at Eddie Kendrick's house showing out while his wife was there. Yeah, Diana's still up. So, y'all got to dissect that story. You know what? We're going to do it here since y'all sitting here and we talk about Michael Jackson. We're going to dissect that dirty Diana story. I'm probably going to get in trouble with half of my life anyway. It's going to get pulled. So we might as well have fun with it because he was emotional over her. I'm trying to get damn, where is the... You see, let me just show this real quick. Biggie Smalls and Mary J. Blige. So, it's just because he was the GOAT. Michael was the GOAT. So it's like he wanted a hug from Biggie, and Biggie's like, he's trying to give him a handshake and stuff because it's like this is the king of pop. You know what I mean? I think Biggie was even nervous. I like that.
Let me say this before I go though about Diana Ross. Allegedly, you think that she, Michael Jackson, that was his, he lost his virginity from Diana, Dirty Diana.
God, here we go. I believe that. I do. We gotta be sensitive because, but yeah, I believe that. I mean,
that's the only way he was mad at it because he popped it. He felt in love with that thing.
Well,
and Diana Ross is bad too. Woo.
She was. She was, but she was definitely. Let's hear the lyrics. We're gonna play the lyrics because I believe we're gonna play the Dirty Diana lyrics. So everybody thought it was against Princess Diana, and it's like, no, baby. And then when you hear the song, you're like, oh, it makes sense. Because he was pissed off. Because they had it like where they was together, I think, on the internet, and then they slammed it down. DeMarcus, hold up. Oh shoot. 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much. Where is it? Here we go.
My money don't jiggle, jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
Money, green, green, money's all I need. Money,
Thank you to Marcus. He said, Amina. Oh, he said, what's good, Amina and Detroit Kings? I'm surprised that they didn't talk about Rockwell and MJ video. Somebody's watching me. Oh, you know I can't sing. And I don't know why. You know how sometimes you hear somebody says something, but you hear the song playing? That's exactly what that moment was. That song
I'm
was fire.
surprised. They did give a Studio 50 photo. You go back and watch the movie. They did. He was in. No, man. Studio 54. If y'all want to know about Studio 54, that documentary is crazy. They used to get it in Studio 54.
Oh yeah, they did. All right. So allegedly, this was to Diana. He was in love with her, and I guess they were going through it. It says it was written in 1987. Let me see. How old was he in 1987? How old was Michael Jackson in 1987?
He would be,
They said
he
he
would be
was
67.
28 years old for most of 1987, including when he released the album Tom Bad in August. He turned 29 on August 29th of that year.
Damn.
Let me see. I'm gonna ask her a question real quick. Do you know who the song Dirty Diana was written for? Let's see if she know, or if they have it here.
Dirty Diana was written about female fans who followed Michael Jackson and his brothers. It wasn't about Princess Diana or Diana Ross.
Whatever.
Though Princess Diana liked the song. The song describes a persistent fan trying to seduce a singer.
Anyway, that's
You
what
know
they
they
did.
wasn't gonna get it.
I knew they was
get
gonna do
the
it.
real tea.
But I wanted to see if they were gonna go there. So anyway, the story is that
I'll be in the comments though.
Okay, I see you. Take care. Thank you very much. Chilling out. Again, if anybody want to come up and share your opinions about the movie, you're more than welcome. To Marcus, we like to hear that voice one day. All right, so yeah, the rumor is that he was with her, and I forgot what happened, but that she was sleeping around, because that's what they allegedly say about Diana Ross. I don't know if it's true or not. I believe it. We named a couple of people up in the things that said that they was definitely what and I think David Ruffin at one point said that hoe or whatever he called her. Anyway, but we know Michael Jackson was in love with her. So allegedly, this is the song he wrote during one of the times when he was hurt and they were breaking up. Well, not together, because if you go back, I'm sure there was certain clips you could find where they were kind of together. DeMarcus said they should have talked about Stephanie. I wanted them to. He said they should have talked about Stephanie Mills and their relationship with Michael Jackson too. Yeah. That's what I'm sure Stephanie Mills would have signed off. I'm like, why couldn't they do that? And she was so beautiful back then. Oh my God. She's still beautiful now. And her voice is amazing. I feel good. Nikki C said, yeah, they should have, DeMarcus. Dr. I'm going to butcher your name. Let me pronounce it first. Lucia the Preacher's testimonials. She said, I took my grandson, for his 13th. I took my son just because I wanted, I love watching movies with my son. It's so cool when I can. That's why I'm like, I love when it's a good, a rated good movie. DeMarcus said Diana Ross was jealous of Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills' relationship. That I did not know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what DeMarcus is saying. I mean, I think she was jealous of every woman that was around. That's what I heard. I heard she likes to. All right, so we're gonna look at the lyrics of Dirty Diana, right? It says, "You'll never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me." You see how personal that sounds for Siri to say that was random? He's like, I know your every move. She says, that's okay. Damn. Yo, it's so hard saying this when you want to sing it. Saying, that's okay. Hey, babe. You know how he does with his moves and his ticks. It's like, I want to do it so bad, but I know I sound like shit. So I'm trying to say it. Hey, baby, do what you please. I have the stuff that you want. I am the thing that you need. She looked me deep in the eyes. She touching me till to start. She's saying there's no turning back. There I go, messing up. She trapped me in my heart. She trapped me in my heart. Dirty Diana. No. That's him. So the chorus, when he's saying Dirty Diana, you could imagine he's like trying to fight it. And he's like, no. Oh, I'm a Quaker. Okay, hold up. I am Quaker says, Ashley says so. Some of old Hollywood TV videos about Diana and other stars. I know. I watched the girl. That's why I had to give you the thumbs up. I love Ashley says so. I'm always watching her Hollywood scandals. She's amazing. Oh, y'all need to look at Ashley says so for real. That girl gifted. DeMarcus says, I love me some Diana Ross, The Boss, and Dirty Diana is my favorite song by MJ. Ooh, what is your favorite song by MJ? It's too many for me. Remember the time Diana Ross? I don't know why I got that. Remember the time was about Diana Ross too. Really? Ooh, where'd you get that from? You need to type it. Where'd you get that from? Because I will look at that lyrics too. Nikki C said, there's so many. Exactly. I don't know, because I would say Dirty Diana is like my favorite, but I know it's not. I don't know, because then I hear another song. And lately I could just tell you what's my season. I can't even tell you my favorite song. My season right now is got to be when he's a baby, like when he's such a little, be there in the morning. I can't sing, y'all, so I'm trying to spare y'all. Anyway, so we back to Dirty Diana. When she says hello to the world. Okay. I can't stop once I start. Y'all know I've been on a Michael Jackson tirade playing all his music. Like, before the movie came out, I started. So once you start, you're done. Like, you're done. You just can't stop. And he got a lot of music to go through. Even She's Out of My Life. And I'm not even up to there yet. Anyway, she likes the boys in the bands, allegedly, because we already named what Diana, somebody said Smokey. I said Eddie Kendrick. Everybody knows she did like the boys in the band. She know when they come to town, every musician's fan. After the curtain comes down, she waits backstage doors for those who have prestige, who promise fortune and fame, a life that's so carefree. She's saying, that's okay. Hey, baby, do what you want. I'll be your night-loving thing. I'll be the freak you can taunt. I don't care what you say. I want to go too far. I'll be your everything. If you make me a star. Dirty Diana. No. Sorry. I'm trying, yo. When you know you can't sing, but you ready to bust out in song, and I got to keep reminding myself that I am live. Madison, stop. She said, I have to go home because I'm real tired, you see. Now I hate sleeping alone. Why don't you come with me? And like, y'all not going to a fan's house. I said, my baby's at home. She's probably worried tonight. I didn't call on the phone to say that I'm all right. Diana walked up to me. She said, I'm all yours tonight. And then I ran to the phone saying, baby, I'm all right. I got you, DeMarcus, 1 second. I said, but unlock the door because I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back because he's sleeping with me. Mm, mm, mm. Now I was thinking what you said, Diana Ross, about her and her may being jealous with what the hell did you just say? What's the girl's name we were just talking about? When she said, my baby's at home, I'm real tired, you see. And then he tells her, I'm not coming home. And then Diana, because everybody know, allegedly, Diana Ross is messy as hell. And I could see, okay. So I think it was on Ashley Says So where she would mess up Michael's situations and then be like, he's with me and stuff like that. And then she would like go cheat and stuff like that. It was on somebody's. This is all alleged. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know these people from a can of paint, just so y'all know. Nikki C said Got to Be There is a classic. Yeah. Sometimes I just be like wanting to hear his isolated voice when he was young. And then like his adult voice is amazing. Just like, I think I told y'all when we was in the movie theater and we was leaving, my son is like, beat it, don't, beat it. And I'm just like, cause you hear it in your chest. You like, beat it. You hear every beat in that song. He was amazing. Like crazy amazing. Damn. I don't have a favorite. I just have a season. I just have maybe a song that I want to hear like then and now. And then because PYT was my song and when he first passed, dude, I couldn't get enough of that song because I thought I was PYT. I think because I was a PYT when that came out. I mean, when he passed, I thought I was some young thing. Pretty young thing. Anyway. Nikki C said, yes, it did influence The Boy Is Mine. That is correct, DeMarcus. What song were we talking about again? It was hold on, I gotta go back up to that song that he said, and I didn't know. Oh, Remember the Time. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me look at these lyrics. I Am Quaker said Michael was so shady. I love it. DeMarcus said, I'm surprised that Catherine let Michael chill with Diana. Oh, I heard that the mother was flipping out. Oh. Yeah, Stephanie Mills. I love her voice. I gotta listen to Stephanie Mills. Her voice was amazing. You know what song I love by Stephanie Mills? I Feel. And I think they just had Teddy Pendergrass's name on it for a while. And I'm like, oh, why don't they have her name on it? Let me see. Remember the Time lyrics. Who told y'all that was about her? I believe it because remember, she was his muse. Do you remember when we fell in love? We were innocent. We were young and innocent then. Do you remember how it began? Oh, this sounds interesting. Now that y'all saying that it was Diana Ross, it seemed like heaven. So why did it end? Oh, it does sound like that. Because the video throws me off because, they had the queens and all of that. So I never even really paid attention. Do you remember? And it says, I bet you remember. Oh, so he's doing like ad-libs in the back, and he's doing that thing. Back in the fall, we'd be together all day long. Do you remember us holding hands in each other's eyes? We'd stare. Aww. This is so sweet, guys. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember? Do you remember how we used to talk? You know, we'd stay on the phone at night till dawn. Do you remember all the things we said? Like, I love you so, I'll never let you go. Do you remember back in the spring? Every morning. Sorry, I'm trying not to sing. You know how you hear his harmony? Every morning, the birds would sing. Do you remember? Damn, he was a good writer. Those special times, they'll go. Hold on 1 second. My dogs. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Do you remember those special times? They'll just go on and on in the back of my mind. Oh, that's so sexy. You gotta let the dogs out. I'm so sorry, guys. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl? Okay. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time? Those sweet memories will always be there to me. And girl, no matter what was said, I'll never forget what we had now, baby. Aw, this does sound like that though. And then the chorus about them first meeting. I could see this. And then it's the post chorus. Did they ever go to Spain together? That's the question. It said, do you remember, girl, on the phone, you and me till 3? What about us, girl? In the park, on the beach, you and me in Spain. I told you it's gonna come out. You can't help it. Yo, you can't help but having that mess come out sporadically sometimes. In the park, after dark. Do you? What was they doing in the park after dark? Ooh. Okay, so that actually does seem like that was absolutely possible. Ashley says, so talk about Jermaine Jackson scandals too. Oh yeah, they got some scandals. Because I think who was Jermaine sleeping with? And him and his brother got the same baby mother, don't they? Jermaine and Randy, I think. They got the same baby mother, right? There's some tea. Allegedly, because I don't know what I'm talking about. And the song Girlfriend from Off the Wall album. Michael Jackson was thinking about Diana Ross while married to Lisa Presley. I mean, he always loved her. She said, I think they do. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure. Yo, there's some stories. There is some tea. Matter of fact, I was talking about it the other time. Do y'all remember when Michael Jackson had beef with Jermaine Jackson? I think, did I get that from Ashley Says So? Everything is alleged. Even Ashley Says So will tell you that that's alleged. So it was, I don't know where I got this from though. They were beefing. So when they got separated, right? When Jermaine went to Motown and Michael Jackson went somewhere else, they said Jermaine they were Jermaine was popping. What's popping? His music was moving. I even heard the Jermaine remake of Daddy's Home. It sounded good because it came like I was listening to Michael Jackson the other day, and then I think YouTube it came on Daddy's Home, and I'm thinking, this is the old school version. I looked and it said Jermaine Jackson. I said, oh, he redid that because he went back to Motown, so he was over there chilling. But he had a few hits though. Like we're not gonna sit there and act like Jermaine wasn't popping or rocking. He was over there at Motown, but I guess I don't know what kind of beef they were having, but apparently Jermaine did a diss track to Michael. Matter of fact, let me see if I could find it. I'm going to search the internet to find it. And let me take this down for a second. Okay. So yeah, he did a diss track to Michael, and then Michael had it pulled. And then they said that he had Jermaine blacklisted and shit. Yo, it's petty games that people play. But like, no shade. If you put out a diss record, I'll do the same thing. Let me see if I can find the lyrics. Y'all crazy. I have a wireless keyboard, but it's not picking up. What the heck? Oh, where is it? Let me see. Damn it. It just went away. Hold on. Anyway. Let me remove this. Again, if anybody wants to come up and talk about the movie, you are more than welcome. So my advice, even though I personally had an opinion where I didn't care too much, Jermaine's son, Jafar Jackson, is amazing. And if you do want to see it, that's crazy. I don't like it, but I recommend IMAX, like, so you could get the full version because he did his thing. He sound and look just like that man. I mean, that is what I enjoyed because I was going to slam that movie. And then all of a sudden I seen him do, like, you just couldn't after that. I was like, I don't hate the movie no more. I was like, oh my God. Damn. But the performances, yeah, it was crazy. Oh, hey, Silver Pictures. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you up 1 second. Let me read this. Hey, Silver Pictures, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. You seem to know a lot about the Jacksons, Michael Jackson, of course.
I mean, what can I say? Like, I'm definitely a fan of his music and whatnot. I'm not like a hardcore fan, but I was definitely excited to see the movie. And that's sort of where the good news ends right there. So, unfortunately, it was not, in my honest opinion, it would work better as like an event film, as like sort of like a concert film, or like, or even like, I think more appropriate, like a more like a film to his music, to his legacy. But it's like I said before, it's fluff. It was very like they played it super safe, and the lawyers and officials at his estate, it was whitewashed as fuck. It was just very, very, I don't know, basically just like a 2-hour motion picture version of like his Wikipedia page, basically. That's what it was. It was basically it was his greatest hits basically in 2 hours.
See, I like the greatest hits, but yeah, like the way they jumped is like a Wikipedia page. The way it jumped in spoofs. Yeah, if I had to describe that, I would say that you were right.
I mean, the closest comparison I can think of was the Tupac movie from, almost 10 years ago or something like that. That was sort of it was very similar in how that was like structured, and didn't give us anything we didn't know about him already. Of course, that movie was a little bit it wasn't as accessible to the general public. Basically, it was rated R for a reason. So they definitely did include some negative things about Tupac in that film. But in regards to this film, it's they definitely tiptoed around a lot of things, left some things out on purpose, and I don't know. It's just it definitely has problems. Let's just say that it definitely has problems. Made a lot of money though, but
Yeah. But so yeah, if like the Jafar thing, him singing and doing the videos, that I would say go see it for that reason, if any. But if you're prepared to watch a movie, for me, but a lot of people did like it, so I'm not even going to discount them. But yeah, I did not. I like a movie thing sort of thing, but I would have went if it was just a concert where Jafar is reenacting all the music videos and stuff. That's how amazing that part was. I'm not even gonna lie. And if he did come up with one, I will go watch it in IMAX.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if nothing else, this was definitely like the acting was really solid all around. What's the actor's name who played his father? Really good job there. Really good job there.
Coleman Domingo.
Right, Coleman Domingo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, as far as his nephew, playing the character in this film, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was definitely outstanding in the role. Very charismatic. A lot of range. I mean, it's more than just a Michael Jackson impersonation. You know what I mean? He definitely embodies it completely. And he definitely has a bright future ahead of him in that regard. Very talented. I just wish that the script was better. I really just wish it didn't, like you said. I think you said this. I'm not sure if you said this or not, but it didn't feel like a film to me. It almost didn't feel like a film. It felt like it was just like F you, give me money. That's what it felt like. It basically, I felt, I mean, like I spent so much money. I spent like damn near $20 on this film. I spent like damn near like $20 on the ticket alone, and then about $30 on the food. So about $50. So you know what I mean? It's just like, I was entertained for sure. I was entertained. It was entertaining film. You know what I mean? It's definitely that type of film that plays well with like a huge crowd. Opening weekend, people get dressed up, all that stuff. People have a good time. It's a feel good movie. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a fun movie. Especially if you're an MJ fan, for sure, definitely go see it for that. But as far as like story, as far as like character arcs and depth and all that stuff, I mean, this film could have been 20 or 30 minutes longer. I wouldn't have complained, because then at least it would have felt more fleshed out. It would have felt had more depth to it, and just more engaging. But they didn't, they didn't really take it as far as they could in terms of like the character arcs and the development and all that stuff. There was no character development. His brothers, they felt all basically just like background extras. That's all they were. They had no, to my knowledge, lines, maybe like one or two, And then of course we know what happened with Janet. She's not even in the damn movie. And so I don't know. It's just, it has problems, but hopefully if they do make another one, hopefully they can improve on it. So
hold on, real quick. I am Quakers. She said, I hear echo in the background. I think you have the other one on. Hold on. All right. Yeah, it's off. She said, right, don't take it personal is a bop. Okay, so I'm gonna look up the lyrics for Jermaine's diss to Michael Jackson, because we're not gonna sit here and act like that mess wasn't going on. That was hilarious. Somebody said, I'm surprised that Paul McCartney wasn't in the movie Michael Jackson. A lot of people weren't in it. I mean, shit, if they could put everybody that he knew, they couldn't. That's impossible. But they needed like one aspect of his life. Nikki C says, I think they should have dived more into when he discovered that he had vitiligo, as they should. I got to pronounce that. As they should have included when he bought the catalog. Yeah, I wanted to see that. I would have loved to see what he went through when he had that or something. Like they could have done anything and just went more in depth in it. Like, Tyler Perry made a good movie off of ladies delivering mail. And it was all like heartfelt and people were crying and stuff like that. So I'm like, come on, they could have took if they didn't have the correct sign-offs, they could have picked any part of his life and just did it. But I would like to see, because I like the way, how did you like when Jafar recreated the music video Thriller? How did you feel?
That to me was one of the better scenes. And then when he was with the Bloods and the Crips and whatnot, like that scene, both those scenes were probably two of the more well fleshed out scenes in the film.
Which one did you like better? They both were really good, but it was, which one did you like better? The Thriller scene video that he recreated or the Beat It scene that he recreated?
I'll have to say Beat It. I don't know why. It felt more like personal. It felt more intimate, you know? And for me personally, I come from sort of that like film, TV, entertainment background, having worked in the industry before. So it's always nice to sort of see like those like meta kind of aspects of, you know, taking place on a film set or music video set, something like that. I would have liked to have seen more scenes like that. You know what I mean? Where he's working on the production. Even with what was the music video that had Joe Pesci in it? Was it Bad? Like the one with the giant robot.
That was Black and White. That was with Macaulay Culkin. And Joe Pesci was like, cut off the wait, was that him that he was like cut off the TV? Was that Joe Pesci or am I wrong? I thought that was Joe Pesci. It might not have been. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean those two scenes on the film are probably two of the better ones. Yeah, Smooth Criminal. There you go, Smooth Criminal. Yeah, exactly. I would have loved to have seen on his music video shoots. That would have been excellent. You know, if you're not going to touch upon like the child abuse allegation, then I would have loved to have seen more of the behind the scenes music video scenes and, you know, all the stuff. What year did he shoot? Would have loved to have seen that. Was that in the 80s? I think that was in the 80s, right?
Which one?
So, was it the one that Francis Ford Coppola directed? Captain EO.
I don't know directors.
No, it's not a record. It's a short film. It's a short film slash.
Somebody put he was on Moonwalker. I remember that one. That's Annie. Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Oh, see, I can't help it.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I mean, and then no West in the right. Yeah, Western Side. Yeah, I think he was in that. Western Side was in that video. So I would have loved. Yeah, no, Bad. Yeah, sorry. I would have loved to have seen all, you know, more in-depth looks at the making. And just those two scenes alone were very well done. They definitely stand out. Thriller, I mean, that was fucking amazing. You know what I mean? It was awesome. It was so much like nostalgia and good times and whatnot, good vibes surrounding the scenes. Just the rest of the film just felt flat. It was just like moving from scene to scene at like lightning pace, and it was like very little time, you know, to really sort of get emotionally invested in any of these characters. Why is Nia Long even in this movie? She was completely wasted. She was just eating ice cream and food the whole time and like crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, in her defense, she's amazing, but they didn't give, like, if they should have gave the mother more roles, like, I'm sure the mother said more to him than, okay, honey. You know what I mean? Like, we know that they could have gave the woman a lot more stuff, but Nia Long, she's amazing. But yeah, they didn't give her anything.
Yeah,
they didn't give her anything. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I was gonna say that I didn't even realize that she was in the film. Then when I saw her, I got all excited, and then I was waiting for her to do something, and they didn't really give her anything to do.
Yeah,
So
that's like, the writers. They just I don't know. Well, they said that it's because they took a lot of stuff out, but I think that they just like, you don't do that to me. You don't do that to Michael. You don't do that. He's way too amazing and too special to just, if y'all had to take stuff out, then take your time with it. Whatever. They took their time with Jafar. I don't know what the hell he was on. He is like Yo, I thought I was watching Michael. I really thought I was watching Michael. And I'm sitting there like, I know he passed away, I think. But yo, that's just because he was moving. He was moving. And you're right. I think my favorite music video that he recreated was I'm gonna take Beat It too. I don't know. You know why? I think it's the way they was just standing and all of a sudden they just moved electrically and it just came together. And you're like, oh shit, that's the move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I don't know if you mentioned this or someone else mentioned it in the comments, but maybe this film would have worked better if he had taken an unconventional approach, not try to capture most of Michael's life and his career and, you know, all this stuff, but like focus on like one event, you know what I mean? Or like one specific time in his life and have, you know, Jafar focus on that, have the filmmakers focus on that. You could have Nia Long in there, you could have Coleman Domingo, you could have anyone you want, but just condense it so that it's a tighter film and an actual, you know, script and has substance to it. Because I mean, you know, you could have all the dancing, all the music numbers in the world, but it doesn't necessarily make a good film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, you know, I know a lot of people like this movie, some people didn't. Whatever, its opinions aren't right or wrong; they're your opinion. But in my opinion, this was not. It was not a great film.
No,
I mean, I wouldn't say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right, because that's exactly what I said. You know, of course, people dragged me. Jafar, amazing, you know, but like as far as I like the story. And I just came from. Did you watch the original Jackson, The American Dream?
Yeah, I did a long time ago. It's been forever since I've seen that.
Yeah, I think I messed up because I watched that right before, like about a month or two before this came out. So. And really, you can't really find it anywhere right now because they kind of muted it. Like the only way you can find it is I think they have like a YouTube version, but it's a very horrible copy of it. But they kind of removed it. Unless you have the version, you cannot get it right now. So I don't know about today, but I'm guessing it's gonna be. I know it was going like a month ago at least because I was trying to watch it with my son and they took it.
I mean, I just want to get your opinion really quickly, just since we're talking about, you know, like musical biopics and stuff like that. Like so far, what has been your favorite like biopic that has come out?
My favorite biopic? Nah, you got to go back. For me, it's back in the day. I like my I like the original the Jacksons, but I like the Temptations. I'm gonna say the Temptations. That's my thing. Have you seen that?
Okay. Yes, yeah, a while ago. I don't know. For me personally, like my favorite biopic, I would probably say Straight Outta Compton. To be honest with you.
Really?
It was long enough. It was well paced. They didn't really leave that much out. I mean, they did leave some stuff out, but they didn't leave that much out. The acting was good. The concert scenes were good. It was just really good. It was just a fun time at the movies, you know. And it did go into, you know, the guys' personal lives too. You know, it wasn't just like their greatest hits or, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like the Tupac movie. It didn't feel like Michael. It felt like a real movie, you know? And that's what I'm saying. If they had fleshed it out and made Michael like an hour longer or half an hour longer at least, maybe it would have benefited from that, you know? But
I think that they might have had a full story. I think that they had a full story. Stuff got cut out, and then I think they just left it chopped up. I think that's what happened, and I'm gonna. That's only because I'm gonna give them a little bit of credit. I don't know, like because the way they worked, I'm gonna be honest. I am shocked. I am still shocked that Jafar captivated that scene, those scenes like that. So I'm like, damn. Well, they put detail something, and then it just the writer, and I'm like. That's just me trying to give them credit. But yeah, I got slammed. I got slammed because I did not approve of it. But I'm like, remember, I'm coming from that type of town. Like I liked you know, What's Love Got to Do with it and all of it, you know. But Temptations is one of my favorite movies, period, though. not even just biopic. It's I have a few favorite, like about 4 or 5 favorite movies, and Temptations is up there. Like, I have a few favorites. It's up there. I like Temptations, Casino. No, I like Goodfellas better than Casino, and Malcolm X. So those are my
Yeah. No, I mean, I think Angela Bassett killed it in that role as Tina Turner. I thought she should have won the Oscar for that, but she didn't. But
There's a lot of roles that Angela Bassett should have won. Just about like Angela Bassett is she definitely should have got it way beforehand.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, I was thinking. I brought it up earlier. Like they could. I mean, it'd be hard to get the rights, but they can try to do a movie about Prince and his life. If that ever, like, actually, last I heard, Ryan Coogler was trying to get the rights or something like that.
Oh, if
For it, like a
Ryan
while
Coogler
back.
did it, he gonna have everybody crying up in that bitch. Because I
Yeah.
want Ryan Coogler. That's why I keep saying I wanted Ryan Coogler to write this. I want to see what he looked like writing Michael Jackson. And whoever did the scenes with the dancing and all that, leave them because they're amazing. But I would like Ryan Coogler to write the Michael. I wish he would have done it because he paid attention to detail.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you like the New Edition? I Am Quaker says she liked New Edition. Story was great. It was cool. It was good. I'm just talking about my favorite of all time, but yeah, they were good. Who else was good? It was good. I didn't realize they was that hood though.
Oh, I just thought of something that'd be hilarious that nobody would ever like touch or do or anything like that. But if they took an unconventional approach and did like a biopic of like Suge Knight from his perspective, and like don't leave anything out, leave all that shit in there, make it like a 3-hour movie, epic film about how he like fuck with everybody in the music industry and like the whole Vanilla Ice shit, like Death Row Records shit, everything like that. That movie would be awesome. Of course, that would never happen, but I would pay full price to see that. That would
Yeah,
be.
the thing now is like you got to watch. So the thing is, I think what they have to do is just do like the Dream Girls. The Dream Girls was allegedly loosely based off of Diana Ross. That was one of the girls that wrote it. So I think that in order for them to do something, they just change all the damn names, and then y'all just gonna have to figure out who the character is, and we doing it like that. I think that's what's got to be done.
Yeah, absolutely. I want every music biopic from now on, from this moment on, to be good. Like I want them to take their time with it. Like I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine a while ago, and it was like, hey, they why haven't they made a movie about Jay-Z? And he was telling me, oh, it's probably because he wouldn't allow it because of his past experiences like a drug dealer or whatever before he hit it big. I was like, that doesn't matter, dude. People have done worse shit than that. You know what I mean? And they've had stuff cut out or they left it in, but I mean, down.
I would like to see
Beyonce,
but like I said, I don't want to see this fluff Disney portrayal. I want to see her get older and maybe do one for real, for real. Oh yeah. She said Cadillac Records was good. That's the story of Etta James. You see what I mean? I think maybe either we gotta wait 30 years to get something like somebody out now. Well, even now, because it's been a while with Michael, and we can't even get that together. So it's just people are so damn sensitive. You're just gonna have to. Back in the day, yeah, like these people. Maybe I guess we gotta wait till everybody's dead and gone and start writing, right? Because we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna get the real story. Like I'm sure Beyonce's story is hella interesting, like in real life. The stuff that we don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I personally, I would think if they tried to make a story about Beyonce's life or something like that, she would probably shut that down.
Yeah,
it seems like she personally seems like a very private person to me. All that stuff. Like I'm not. I would love to see a movie about her and Jay-Z's story or whatnot, or at least Jay-Z at the very least. But um, yeah, but just stuff like that. I think that there's probably like a few more people that they could pump out biopics for. Um, there's not that many left to my knowledge. I think they've kind of done them all. But yeah.
Okay, y'all gotta stop. My dogs are here now. Stop it, y'all dogs. Um, yeah, so that was it. I just pretty much wanted everybody's opinion because everybody was dragging me based on opinions, and I wanted to hear everybody's opinion because opinions are like assholes. Everybody has some. But if anybody else has anything to say about Michael before we get up out of here, I'm gonna go back and watch some movies with my son on a Sunday. But damn. Oh, Silver Pictures. What? That's weird that your name doesn't come up. Oh, because my name is not on either. Silver Pictures. Thank you for joining the live and the channel.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
And I thank you for your feedback because you've been rocking with me since I went live this afternoon. So thank you, and you've been very active. And I thank you for your honesty because I was getting smashed out here. Pause.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. That's why I said I'm gonna go live. Y'all want it? Y'all can talk about it. Cause right now I just got a text. They like, oh, you a hater on my YouTube. I was like, yo, you know what I text? I was like, I'm live right now. Join the live. What's up?
Well, I mean, I just want to say before you go, like, I was not expecting to come on your stream today. I wasn't even aware of your channel until today. Until I saw your Michael review, and I was watching a lot of Michael reviews after the movie. I saw it yesterday, and yeah, you are very honest about your opinion. Don't worry. I mean, you are not alone in the sense that you did not enjoy this movie, as much. There's a lot of people out there that gave this movie more you. So, if people want to drag you, then they got to drag everyone else too, who gave it a bad review, negative review.
I honestly think it's because everybody just missed Michael, and the likeness got them, and that to me that's what it got to be. But whatever. I'm Quaker said. She said I'm on my way to go watch the Michael movie again. Make sure you catch that in IMAX because I know you're going for the music. She said, I enjoyed this live game, the subby. Thank you so much. I am Quakers. But yeah, again, if y'all do go to see it, I would just go for the dancing and stuff. There are a lot of people that are saying that they liked it. So if y'all are gonna go see it, I do recommend IMAX. I missed that opportunity just to hear him loud. I love Michael. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I didn't like the storyline. So it is. Same thing, Silver. Silver Pictures. What do you do for a living anyway? Curious. Because I see your name. You seem dedicated.
Yeah, I work behind the scenes in news. So yeah, I've worked in like film and TV, and so just generally speaking, I work in media. So yeah, news is what I do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And so, I guess you pay attention to detail too, and it means a lot to you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, I thank you so much for coming up. And I thank you for getting on, for real. I appreciate this. You have no idea. I love when people get on, especially people that like I've never spoke to you before, or I've never seen you. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I just on the record, off the record, you're absolutely a very beautiful woman, very intelligent. You have a lot to say. So don't worry, about the haters. If people try to slam you or criticize you for your opinion, opinions are opinions. You know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to them. So
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I was born for this. I went through my hell in junior high school, or when I was young. So please, this is all fun. I could care less. As soon as I turn this off, I got to go to Best Buy to get some surround sound. But yeah, I'm gonna be chilling with my son, and we just gonna be watching movies. I had to pause one because I already set up this live. I do want to see. DeMarcus says it could be a biopic of DMX. Yes, I want to see that, and I think that might be accurate. I think there's not going to be that much pushback with DMX. What do y'all think? I could see DMX. DeMarcus said one thing about Mina, she don't mind the smoke. No, I don't. But thank you, and I'm gonna see y'all because I'm about to get off, and I do gotta run to the store before it gets dark. Thank y'all. It's been a pleasure. And thank you so much, Stream Pictures, and thank you, I Am Quakers, for rocking with me, and Nikki C. Thank you all of y'all because I'm gonna miss names, but Nikki C, thank you for carrying, because y'all was carrying with me, and I appreciate you guys. I'm out. What else? I got somebody right there. Lavert Aiken says the movie is called Michael, not Janet. Oh, she want to curse me out. The movie had to be dialed down because it was too much to tell. I understand, but they were all over the place with the damn video, the movie. So that was my problem with it. And Janet and Tito and Jermaine was a part of his story. I mean, have you grew up in a family full of talented people? And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, for whatever was going on in his house, they built Michael and they built Janet. Like, so there was something extraordinary going on in the house. And in order to know that, yeah, we should know what it was like coming home to brothers and sisters. I want to see what you look like poor. I want to see what you look like when you, and of course I know already because I've seen the Jackson 5s and stuff like that. Oh, somebody's attituding though. I see the caps. I want to see the whole dynamic. I want to see who you had a crush on. What was it like having a crush? Like, for example, I saw a Instagram video with Michael Jackson, and he had said something to the fact of he can't make friends because when he goes to school, people point at him or they want pictures with him, and they're not looking at him as a person. I want to know what that's like because that's part of his life. So when I say, if you're going to show me the movie, show me the movie. Show me the uncomfortableness of it. You know, like, I don't care whatever little area you decided to depict in it. Like, they decided to depict the fact that he went to Sony. I mean, he wanted to be aired on MTV. Come on now. You knew that was a fight in its own. I don't think that it happened. Well, we know damn well it didn't happen that easy. And I'm sure that, and based off of what I've heard, it didn't go down that easy either. And the person that pushed the video, that's not what happened. They said that what happened was Michael Jackson was getting too damn big. And eventually they had to play Billie Jean because it was a heavy dial back from the people that watched MTV, and they wanted that movie that video Billie Jean on the air. So stuff like that. That was a monumental moment that they condensed with like a word, a sentence, 2 sentences. Like, they made it look like it happened in 3 minutes. And come on, we got to give Michael Jackson his triumph. If they put it in a movie, I'm saying they could have really went into detail about that. Also, the Beat It situation. Like, I would like to see the gang member get the phone call and be like, hold up. You know, we got to come together for Michael. I want to see them before and after they got the phone call or something. I want to see the impact of what he did and how it was done. I want to see the astonishment of the look when they got the call. They sitting there, and because I'm sure it changed their life regardless after hanging out with Michael, or the fact that they did this. And I'm sure that they would have been more than willing to tell their story. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, if you're going to dive into an aspect, like, really dive in and commit to that part of it, that portion of it. Yes, he is too big to have a whole movie, but we got to do justice by him. He was that. He was a genius. So I write it like he's a genius, please. Riri was a part of the Jacksons also. Of course she was. Riri, and I know I'm going to go back to the Jackson movie, the original. She was like the head, and Riri was so beautiful because I saw a picture of a video of her. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up real quick. Damn, sorry. Some cookies just came up on my screen, and I realized I'm hungry now. Well, I can't eat cookies. I kind of want to. Hold on. I'm gonna introduce the family real quick because, damn, the Jacksons was beautiful, like original. Let me. So I'm was curious though. Oh, Levert Akins is a little bit nicer now. He says, salute, Queen. Just too much to break down. It's a movie, not a documentary. There's a difference. Telling his story alone will take hours. Of course, I'm saying just do a corner of it. Age 5 till 6 till 50. Come on, y'all. No, I'm saying they jumped all over the place, though. There were certain points that I'm like, he didn't have a nose job when he did this video, but then like the nose job, it was in a different place. And then all of a sudden you see him doing this before the nose, after the nose job. And I'm like, hold on, he didn't have the nose job then and everything else. So I'm just like, they were jumping and it wasn't matching. So I was kind of upset by it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to pull up some, I just want to introduce the family before I get out of here because I have one more clip. Oh. Why is this coming up? Okay. Damn. Hold on. Damn it. I can't find it right now. And I don't want to waste your time. Oh, wait. Let me get a picture. It's now I got a problem. Because I'm like, hold on, is this Michael Jackson or is this let me show y'all what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at this right now and I'm like, hold on. Is that Michael or is that on the cover? I'm like, is that Michael? That looks just like Michael. So that gotta be Michael, but I don't know because I told you in the movie they started fooling me.
This is my llama Louie.
This is the original Michael.
Charming, sweet animal. He eats alfalfa. They're originally from South America. And they originally come from the mountains in Peru, the Indians. And they're from the breed of the alpaca, as well as the camel. And Louie, he was in the circus. I bought him from a lady who was a circus performer. And what he would do, he would give kids rides, 60 pounds or under. And that's what he would do all day, and do tricks. And he's a charming, sweet animal. Say hi, Louie. Let him see your beautiful ears.
Okay. Yeah, no, there was where they introduced the Jacksons and they show Rebe and the brothers. But damn it, I can't find it right now. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm not gonna hold y'all hostage, and I'm gonna run to Best Buy real quick. I'll get this another day. But yeah, oh, I don't know if y'all heard that. I'm like, what? Because Michael Jackson, I never heard him cry before. I mean, curse. He was so media trained. Anyway, I'm not gonna take up your time. I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for rocking. Please like and subscribe. I just wanted them to tell one story. Like the jumping around and then it just not being organized. I did not like that. That's it. I don't care what age they would have told the story from. Just tell it. But have Jafar do that damn dance in the videos and stuff like that because I want to see all of them.